Sunlight fading on my skin, learning where to start again. The ocean washing over me, finally setting myself free. I'm letting go, let it bloom. No more looking back at you. Just the water, just the wind, where the healing can begin. Horizon, open space. I can slowly blur your face. I'm letting go, let it bloom. No more looking back at you. Just the water, just the wind, where the healing can begin. Let it bloom, just the wind.
Hello, friends. Good morning. Sorry, I did start late today. I slept in. Yeah, I woke up in the bed and I went back to sleep. I did. So I apologize for starting late today. Oh, I have a giant hair clump right here. Look how thick that curl is. Let's see if we can separate those. Yeah, the more your curls are separated curl tip, the bigger your hair gets. And right now when it's a ponytail, I kind of want it a little bit bigger, so separate some of these bigger clumps. There we go. Yeah, so much hair. Good morning. Yeah. I'm still really sleepy. I literally rushed to cook breakfast for myself and take the dogs on a walk, especially because I needed to take the dogs out on a walk anyway because it's getting hot. It's already really fucking hot outside and they need to do their poo-poos and pee-pees. And I don't want them to obviously burn their fucking paw pads while they're trying to take a shit. So I need to hurry up and get them outside anyway before it gets really bad outside. It's already fucking bad. Oh yeah, curls are a lot to maintain. Curls, cropping curly. Everyone's always like, I want curly hair. So you gotta fucking deal with curly hair. Petty was live the one day, and I was giving a rundown of the time it was taking because I was literally on Petty's panel just fucking around, doing my curly hair routine, and I was like, hey guys, just letting you know, I started at what, 4 o'clock. It is now 8, and I'm not even halfway done my hair because there's deep conditioners involved. If you want like healthy curls, right, like healthy, not dry curls, deep conditioners, detangling, like it's a lot. Well, I think that day I was doing a treatment on my hair too, because every now and then it's really good to do a hair treatment on yourself, and I think I was doing a hair treatment that day. It does take all fucking day. Hair day, that's why it's a dedicated day. Hair day. If you have curly hair, hair day, it's a dedicated day. It's been like that since I was a kid. Sundays in my household, and that's why they still continue to be hot Sundays. My mom actually, she smiles every time I say that. That I still continue our childhood routines, that every Sunday was hair day. Sunday was laundry and hair day for my mom as a kid. So that's when she would do me and my sister's hair and her hair, because my mom has curly hair too. And so she had 3 heads of hair to do on Sunday, and then she was also doing laundry. Saturday was grocery. Sunday was hair and laundry day. And I have continued that, that tradition in my household. I got a new controller because they had to. Because we broke our controller on stream. Not because I slammed it. The cord just fucking broke. Not because I slammed it, guys. I didn't do the man thing. I didn't rage slam it. Even though I did drop it. But that's because I got scared. It's totally different. But there's nothing wrong with the actual controller itself. It's the fucking cord. So I do, as a treat for myself, maybe in the future, I want a new Xbox. Because like I said, my Xbox is old as fuck! It's so old. Not now. We gotta save money for that, but maybe when tax season comes around, treat myself to a new Xbox. Maybe. Potentially. Because in my gaming style, I am a collector of consoles. Well, I don't have like old consoles right now, but like I like having all the different console styles because I don't like limiting myself. I don't. If a game comes out and I want to play it, I don't want to be restricted if I'm able to play it. So I have my PC. I have Switch. I do not have the Switch 2. I have an Xbox One. And I have a PlayStation. The only one of those consoles that is brand new, though, is my PlayStation. And my PlayStation, I worked hard for that shit, because when they announced the what is it, the PS, we're on the PS5? Yeah, the PS5. Oh, man. I fought tooth and nail for that fucking PlayStation. First of all, I got it on release day. And I was fighting people on the internet for it. Oh my God, was I fighting. But I got it. Did I put that shit on my credit card? Mind your business. Did Sally Mae help pay for that a little bit? Yeah, she did. Because I was already in a shit ton of student debt. Mind your business, Sally Mae. Thank you for your contribution. Age and pronouns.
19, nigger.
Aw, I don't talk to teens anyway. But yeah, Sally Mae, you can tell at what point I kind of gave up on my student loans. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be a shit ton of debt the rest of my life, so fuck it. Where I just started like using it for other things. That was my teenage mentality. Do I believe teenagers? Because I do believe 19-year-olds and like 18-year-olds are teenagers. Do I believe teenagers should be allowed to take out like private loans? No, I think that's predatory. I really do. Like, I should not have been allowed to take out loans at 18 years old. I think that's complete bullshit. And then my co-signer being my elderly grandmother who doesn't know what the fuck she was doing. Yeah, like, I think that was, like, a totally predatory situation. Like, you have an 18-year-old and an elderly grandma taking out fucking loans. No. Having no idea what they're doing. That shit's fucking predatory as fuck.
Good morning.
What? Oh, sorry. Good morning. I lied.
You're paying attention to multiple things.
Yeah, I checked out for a second. But yeah. These are just the small things that make me happy, like playing video games. You know? I don't spend money on a lot, but I will spend money on video games because they make me happy. And books. A lot of everything else, where I got my Xbox from Facebook Marketplace. My Switch I got it from GameStop, but I got it from GameStop used. Like refurbished. Yeah, so the only new console I have. And my PC, my brother-in-law built it for me from his old PCs. So I got that completely free. He gave it to me for my birthday. Because I told him I wanted a PC. Why? Why did I want a PC so bad? Because I wanted to play Supermarket Simulator because I saw Markiplier play it. You can ask Shay when I got my PC. I was so hyped about my PC.
Remember?
And I was like, because I just got it. Like, it was actually like a year ago. I only had my PC for a year. And when my brother-in-law built it for me for my birthday, I was like, guys, I'm playing Supermarket Simulator. I think my brother-in-law was actually kind of pissed. He's like, this is the only reason you want a PC? I'm like, yes. He's like...
She used to stream it in the Discord when we would all be in the call together.
Yes, and you know what? Supermarket Simulator is, like, very neurodivergent friendly. Because you can just sit there and organize fucking shelves. And that's what I used to do a lot of times. Is just sit there and organize shelves. You want a whole PC because you wanted to sit there and organize shelves? Yes. I do. I want a PC just so I could sit and do this. Isn't it fun, Paul? Isn't it fucking fun? Like, come on.
But, oops, sorry.
You got it.
I was just gonna say, you mentioned books earlier, and y'all, speaking of books, Ari runs a book club. We're reading Wretched of the Earth this month, and our next meeting is September 5th. Remember, y'all, if you want to participate in the conversation, you can go to book club. You don't have to read the book. The only person Ari holds to reading the book is herself. Yeah. So, if you want to participate in the discussion of Wretched of the Earth, September 5th, it's in the Discord. The Discord is 21 plus. So if you're not in there and you're... Sorry. Go ahead.
You're good. You're good. All I was going to say is, because I saw a comment real quick, I would highly recommend you guys not get rid of any physical games you guys have, like the physical discs and DVDs. Like, I would not do that. Do not feed into, like, the digital cloud shit. Because people are suffering because of that. Because, Shay, you know what happened with that shit. They're literally, if the console or whatever, or the subscription service you are subscribed to no longer has, or like breaks contract with that game developer, guess what? You lose access.
You lose access because you don't technically own the game. Buy your discs. I am literally going out and buying discs on purpose, just to be spiteful. That's what I'm doing now. So
keep the discs. Get the discs. Like, bro. Also, for me, I just like having my arsenal of collection of showing all the beautiful things I have. Right? That's why I like having my books, because I want people to see all the beautiful books. You know? That's kind of like my flex thing. I was like, yeah, you want to see my fucking library? Here you go.
The goal is 15K, and since the likes haven't really moved, I'm gonna put a timer on it. Y'all got 5 minutes to get to 15K.
Age and pronouns.
33, he, him.
Pick a topic you disagree with.
Men are protectors.
Okay, you're gonna need empirics to support your argument. Go ahead.
Oh, need that? Okay. Why is it?
That sounds like a question.
I mean, well, next time a war breaks out, won't women sign up?
What'd you say?
Next time a war breaks out, sign up. Don't sit inside your house and
Why would I
game.
want to play or fight in a white supremacist war?
what some is war?
The United States. The United States is a white supremacist
You
country.
don't you live it?
Yeah.
Do you live in the
By-
United States?
By no choice, because they keep my island hostage.
What island are you talking about?
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico? Oh,
Mhm.
didn't Puerto Rico have a thing against women a long time ago?
Every
Didn't
country
Mexico
has
had
every country has a thing against women.
Oh,
including
but
the United
USA
States.
is the worst.
Yes.
In which? Oh, and then Mexico too.
Yes. Yes. All fascist Western countries.
Oh, Western
Yes.
countries.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't want to. You're scared to say white. You know, you said.
West-
Oh, you almost said
Western
white. But
countries.
She
West-
said fascist white Western. Are you
Western
okay?
countries are white, so I have no problem saying.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah, white supremacists. Yeah, I have no problem saying that. I'm not scared to
That's
say that.
okay. I don't care.
Yeah, okay. It seems like you thought I was. I'm not. What the fuck?
Yeah. So you sit in your little house and it's like, oh well, I'm gonna grab by these problems and look up on the internet instead of just doing
No,
the
I
work.
talk about them and I do the work. Actually, I get paid in my
What are
real
you doing
job
the
to
work?
do the work. Yeah, I teach teachers not to be fucking racist like you.
What am I?
Yeah, so
Do you have your proof? You have your
so
proof?
so I am doing the work. Yeah.
Do you have your
So,
proof?
Am I gonna dox myself for you? No, you're not worth it.
No, I'm just saying. Do you have a proof that I'm racist?
Are you white?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're racist.
Then yes.
Very racist.
No.
Yes, you just saying no,
No.
doesn't do anything. Nuh-uh.
No.
This is also like a wild pivot from the original.
Then why do you live in a rich
It's
white
supposed to be
neighborhood?
that men aren't protectors.
I'm talking to a real woman, not someone that just
Oh, that's
filled in
cool.
life.
No one cares. We know you're scared of women. Oh, so scared.
I'm not scared of women.
Oogie boogie. You know? Scared of black intelligent women. Womp womp. No one cares.
No.
Actually stay to the point and focus, buddy. Because all you came up here to do is like proselytize, like, hey, why don't you go fight in the war? I don't care about a fucking white ass supremacist war. So
Oh, so you-
either make a point on how men are protectors or hop down. No one cares about the rest.
Okay. Well, masculine men are protectors because they make women feel safe in safer spaces.
Where's your proof of that? Provide empirical evidence for that. Holy fuck shit. That's a fucking claim, dude. Prove that.
There's an interview with a child predator.
I do not care about an interview, dude. You said they make
Yes.
women feel safe. So are you saying like a
Yeah, so
majority
if
or a
you'd let me
minority?
talk.
Listen. I don't care. Do you think a minority or majority?
Is a big vast majority.
Majority. Okay, give
If
me
you let
stat.
me- if you
Give
let me
give-
finish, you let me
No.
finish.
I want a stat. I don't care about an interview.
You
I
want
want
to
a stat.
Oh, of course.
Go,
Of
give me a
course.
stat.
You want to hear about a fact.
Yes, I do. I want a fact. I want a statistic.
Well, you're going to hear a fact.
No, I want a statistic. And so when I said,
Why do you want a
Well,
statistic?
Because that's empirics. I already told you. That was the barrier to entry, right? I told you if you're gonna make an argument, you're
Well,
gonna need-
we'll make
you're
an
gonna-
argument.
Shh, focus, buddy. You're gonna need empirics to do that, right? Empirics are stats, studies, historical nuance, things like that we can review together. Your fuck ass interview does not do anything here. Interviews only qualify if we're directly quoting individuals. Like, say I wanted to quote fucking George Washington, then the empirics for that would be an interview of George Washington. But that's not what we're doing here. You made a claim saying a majority of women feel safe around masculine men. So I want a
Yes.
fucking stat that supports that. If not, then we're going to take that bullshit that you said out your fucking mouth and we're going to throw that away.
That's kind of how the Muslims did back in Africa when they bought their
Okay,
people.
so give me a source. Going once. Nothing? Okay.
What?
Thank you for your defeat.
W concession.
W concession. The silence was everything. He just wanted to hit like the white supremacist checklist, guys. We just need a checklist going down in the Discord. He's like, brown people, Islamophobia, Mexicans. Like, yeah, you just hitting it down the line. Here he goes. We know boss is loading in because I got an echo now. Every fucking time.
Do you do the echo anymore? No.
Yeah.
Fine.
Oh, W Manders. Manders is switching between apps now. Look at you. W Manders in the chat.
I was actually just about to say what Manders was going to say. I was looking over at the YouTubes. We're
The
very
YouTube
close.
Very close.
Chat.
Age and pronouns.
Yes, my car did show up.
I'm 20. Oh, I guess he, him.
Hold on one second. Yes, he put his car in the Discord, and he did such a good job. Good
I made
job,
another
boss.
one.
Okay, good job.
I didn't
boss.
take as long.
Okay, boss. Good job. You know, if you know that stuff makes you happy, I'm so happy for you.
It does.
This is so cute.
Ew, stop talking to me. Pick a topic.
Damn. I was the men armed protectors part.
Okay, you're gonna need empirics to support your argument. And I don't care about your anecdotes. Save that for your fucking therapist. Go ahead and make an argument.
So rude for no reason.
Don't give a flying fuck.
Um,
Make an argument.
Okay. Doesn't it depend on one's choices?
That sounds like a question to me. Does that sound like a question to you, Shay?
It depends. It depends on one's choices. No.
And that sounds like another question. Does
That's
that sound
still
like
a question.
Ah, yeah.
It depends on one's choices.
Oh, it
Full
depends.
stop.
Okay, full stop. Okay, whose choices?
Men's, right? Because I fully intend to protect my women in my life. You know what I mean?
Which topic did you pick again?
Men armed protectors.
Oh, I thought you picked all men. Like it's all men. Oh,
No.
where are the empirics of that?
I don't know. I guess moral constructs.
Do you
Morality?
do you think a choice is necessary to facilitate harm?
Obviously.
Really? You think oppression and people just being
I think
like, you think oppression
they are
necessitates a choice? Do you think an action is necessary?
I think the root of it is someone's choice. Yeah, that's not crazy to say. No,
So when I have a society,
maybe not one person, but a group of people collectively making a choice to do certain things. You know,
oh no,
good or bad.
no. If I have a person who is privileged and they're fucking unconscious, right? But those privileges are disenfranchising other groups. They didn't make a choice, but they're still oppressing people.
That's fair, but still,
Okay, great.
like,
So
how,
a choice is not necessary. Great, good job. So now that we got that fuck shit out the way,
but then how can you say that? But then when I start my own family and whatnot, and I fully intend to protect them,
you're not protecting them.
what? How?
Are you a man?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So then you're not protecting them.
So say hypothetically, my daughter
Oh.
is
Oh,
riding her bike
Isn't
on
there a
the
barrier?
road.
There, I believe that there is a rule, beginning of the debate, that states that no hypotheticals should be used.
Well, no one gave me a rule book, lady.
Actually was literally those things were laid out at the beginning before you started. So, but
First of all,
shows
am
how
I
much
talking to
paid
you, host, or am I talking to this
shit,
faggot
that's-
nigga?
I know you're big mad. I know I would run from intelligent
Faggot
black.
nigga.
Oh, go ahead, keep saying it.
Faggot, fat.
Say it. Say it. Say it. Go ahead. Say it again. Say it again. Oh man, you didn't say it again. Look at that. Ooh.
They're mad at me today. I don't know what.
What the fuck?
Yeah, no,
did
you caught two strays for twice. That's crazy.
Yo, we need a bingo card. I've been trying not to do the bingo card because everyone's doing the bingo card. And I was like, for me, I am one of those people that if I see everyone else doing it, I don't want to do it specifically because everyone else is doing it.
Contrarian.
I am. I literally, there's no reason for me not to do it. And it is fun. I'm just, but like everyone else is doing it, so now I don't want to.
Me and everyone else is doing it. I had the idea first. It's bullshit.
I don't want to do it now. Like that's the whole reason you can't get me to play Fortnite.
Oh no, I just don't like that game.
No, you can't get me to play Fortnite because everyone else wants me to play Fortnite. And so whenever someone's like, play Fortnite, I'm like, no.
One, Edith is going to be really upset about that. But two, Ari, I think that there are lots of other people who are making Boss a mod. I think that in order to be a contrarian, you could be mod Boss.
Wait, hold on. I've only in a mod in one other person's life. What are you talking about?
Hush, Boss, hush. I'm doing something. Like if you demod Boss, you'd be being a contrarian.
Oh,
What? That doesn't make sense at all because I'm not a mod for anybody.
Hush, Boss. Hush. Don't be anti-black.
oh shit. Also, I see someone in the chat who's taking Edith's place. W that. I want to see Edith come in and get mad about that now. Someone said, "Who is not tapping?" Ooh. That's literally that's literally how Edith got mod powers. Edith was not a mod, but Edith kept yelling at chat to tap. And that's how Edith got mod powers.
Where is Edith?
I don't know. Speak of.
Speaking into existence.
But yeah. So, I think a bingo card would be fun, but in my head, I have demand. Well, it's not demand avoidance. What is it, Shay? It's
It is demand avoid. I have that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, demand avoidance.
I'm like, yeah, when people tell you to do shit, and you're like, no.
It's even worse when you wanted to do it.
Can't get me to do anything.
No.
It's worse too because like if it's something you wanted to do and then someone's like, "Oh, dude, you should do this," and you're like, "Man,
I was so bad as a kid with it because I'd be like, I was a good kid for the most part. Like, yeah, I mean, I was a kid, but I was a good kid for the most part. Like, I would go ahead and do the dishes before my mom would even ask me to do them. But if I'm on my way to go do the dishes and then she asked me to do it, no.
you can't make me."
No, because I was about to do it anyway, and now that you said something, now I don't want to do it. But I would never do that.
I just did that this morning because my mother was like, "I have a package in the mail. Can you go get it?" I was like, "I was going to get it. Now I'm not going. I'm gonna wait till later."
Yeah, I would still do the dishes, and now I'm like, now you're gonna have to wait. What are you gonna have to wait for? Me standing here. Because I have
I'd get my ass beat if I did that.
nothing else to do, but I am my mom's only child that never got beat, and maybe that's why I am the way I am.
I was the only child that got beat.
No, I was literally my mom's only child that never got their ass beat. Why? I don't know. Maybe because I look like her and she would like think about beating herself. She's like, I can't beat my fucking mini. I don't know. I'm the only child that never got their ass beat, but I'm also the only child who's like a super fucking raging communist leftist, right? Like, so I'm like, yeah, you didn't beat conformity into me, so now look what you got. Someone who's always like ruining the party and be like, yeah, that's fucking racist. Yeah, you fucking Nazis, capitalists. Like I am the worst when it comes to that. I am my mom's contrarian. Age and pronouns.
27. Him.
Pick a topic you disagree with.
All masculinity is toxic.
Okay, you're gonna need a pick to support your argument. Go ahead.
Yeah, physicality, it's not toxic.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Physicality,
and that's just a statement. That's not an argument. You know what an argument is?
Yeah. Of course I do.
Okay, so then make a fucking argument. You going nuh-uh doesn't do anything here.
Yeah, I mean, me, I'm going to the gym, being athletic
Why is that masculine?
doesn't harm. I mean, it's one of the masculine traits, so
Why is that
Why
masculine?
is the question?
because it's typically associated with men.
Why?
Men exercise more because men exercise more.
No, who said that?
Hmm?
Women don't exercise?
I said men exercise more.
Women don't exercise?
I said more.
Again, women don't exercise?
Women do, but men do it more.
Why?
MORE more.
Why?
I don't know. I should ask you guys. Why don't you
Okay,
exercise
why?
as much as men? I don't know.
Okay, so
Why
then,
don't
so,
you?
so then we're gonna take that and we're gonna throw that in the fucking trash because I don't care for either now.
Oh, you're going on, huh?
No,
My
no,
argument?
you are going not because when you don't actually provide evidence, like I said, you're gonna need empirics. Do you know what empirics are?
So you think men and
Hi,
women
do you know?
exercise equally?
I asked you a question. Do you know what empirics are?
Oh. Yeah. Empirical evidence.
What? Holy fucking circular! What are? I asked you what are empirics. Not for you to go, yeah, empirics. I know what they are. They're empirical evidence. That's holy fucking circular,
Empirics are
Batman.
You want me to
empirics.
provide? You want me to
An
provide the
apple
study?
and is an apple, Shay.
Yeah, you want me to provide the study?
Study, evidence, things like that. So you just saying this is masculine, right? And then I ask you why, and then you can't do anything else with that, right? Then I don't really care for it. Then you're just saying shit.
Because we have more traditional sports activities that
Why?
men participate in more than
Why?
women. Why we don't have much
Why?
women participation in sport activities? I don't know. You guys
Why?
don't
Okay.
like sports
So
as
then
much as men.
so then you're just saying I don't know again. So now we're back to the I don't know, and I don't care about that. I'm gonna take that and throw that in the trash. I want to know why.
I mean, I'm presenting a case for physicality. You asked me why
So I'm
is
asking you
physicalism
why. I'm asking you
associated
why.
with men. and
What
boys.
is masculinity?
Because men exercise.
What is masculinity?
What is
What is masculinity?
These are traits more associated with men
boys
or
and men.
boys.
Okay, great. What are
Yeah.
men and boys? Are those gender categories?
Well, a man is
Are those
an adult male.
hi? Are those gender
Yes,
categories?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is
of course.
gender a social construct?
Of course it is.
Okay, great. So social constructs don't come out of fucking nowhere, right? They're created for a fucking reason. So you saying I don't know, all that tells me is you just don't have enough information. I don't care about that, right? So if you're going to come up here and you're going to argue something, I don't know, right? Just means you don't have enough to argue your point.
No, it means it's not relevant to my core
It is,
point.
it is extremely relevant, right? Because why these things
You
exist is important, right? You just don't want to get down to the nitty gritty of why these things are important. You just want to say
Your
this
argument is-
You just want to say this is masculine because it is. I don't care for that. That doesn't do anything here, right? You're just saying it is what it is.
No, not really.
Yes,
Your argument
yes,
is
it
that
is.
all masculinity is toxic, and I'm showing you that physicalism is not.
You're
You're arguing.
not showing me anything.
You're arguing. You're not.
Because
You're not arguing that.
because you can also say like, right, physicality in terms of strength, right? That strength can be used to murder people. Don't give a flying fuck, right? So physicality does nothing here. And I'm not even talking about physical bodies, right? Because gender is a social construct. I'm not talking about biology. I'm not talking about sex because then I would have said males. But I didn't say males. I said a gender term. Masculinity. Masculinity is a gendered fucking term. So we're talking about a social construct. So why was this social construct created? Why was this categorization created? And you can't answer that. You just keep saying
I can actually.
because. Okay, great. Give me a source.
Yeah. So
Give me a
first
source.
of all,
Give me a source on why it was created.
can just go to the NIH, type in origin of gender construct.
Give me the title source. I'm not doing your labor for you.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh my god, bruh. Oh my fucking god. I asked a man to do fucking labor, and they want to pose women to be lazy. Holy fuck shit. And these are supposed to be the ones that do more work, guys. But when you ask them to do work, move that fucking brain muscle. The physicality, right? Your brain's a fucking muscle.
I'm not making any assertion. Why should I provide
You
the
said you can say why and provide evidence why these things are categorized as masculinity. Great. So I would hope if you can do that, you can also provide me a source. Give me a source.
I agree with your definition.
Give me a source.
What am I
Why
proving?
these things are categorized.
I mean, why do you think they're
Give me
categorized?
give me a source. Either you don't have it, because you said you could. All right? You literally said you could tell me why these things are categorized, why these things are socially constructed to be categorized the way they are. Great. Cool. I would love that information. Give me a source.
So is this an argument from silence?
Give me a source. I don't care.
I don't have a source. I don't have
Okay,
a
so we're gonna take that then. That's a concession. We're gonna throw that in the fucking trash then.
That's
You
an
can't-
argument from silence.
You can't provide a
A logical
source.
fallacy.
It's not.
So you're going to argue from
Asking
silence because I don't have a source.
Asking you to substantiate something you said you could do, right?
Now
It's
you're
not-
arguing
it's
from
not-
silence. You're appealing to my-
I know you got big feelings, right? It's not a logical fallacy to ask you to substantiate something you said you could do, right? You said you can provide evidence of an understanding of where masculinity came from and why it was created the way it was, or categorize
said I can prove it.
why it categorizes this thing. If you could prove it, that means you can provide evidence. Give me a source
proof-
of
proof.
some source.
Proof. Yeah, proof means evidence or logical deductions.
No,
to,
I don't care
you
for
know,
logical
demonstrate something
deduction.
of the
You
fact.
know what? You know what's logically possible.
are you going to redefine the word
Hi,
proof?
hi. Do you know what's logically fucking possible?
You're big
Hi,
ambitions. Calm down.
You're the one over talking me. Do you know what's logically fucking possible? A unicorn. I don't care for a unicorn. Because do you believe unicorns exist?
Yes.
He does. Do you believe unicorns exist?
No, I don't.
Okay, great. So then I don't care for what's logically fucking possible, because what's also logically possible is a fucking unicorn. I care what we can empirically prove. So either provide me a source or fucking leave. I don't care.
A source for what exactly?
Okay, you said you can provide evidence, right, to why things are why the categorization of masculinity was created. Cool. Give me that evidence.
Oh, okay.
Okay. They always try to well, he's not a Phil bro, just so you know, chat, because he's just using words he heard on TikTok. But they always try it. Always fucking try it.
I'm not gonna lie. When he was saying physicality, I just thought of the Madagascar song "Physically Fit." Physically Fit. That was the first thing that came into my mind.
Yeah. It just
You know,
cracks
people were
it
upset.
cracks me up where they're like, yeah, I provide you an argument because I said it. I said this is this. It's not an argument, asswipe. I said this is not masculine. End of argument. I mean, this is not toxic. End of argument.
The argument is, no, I don't believe it.
This is not masculine
But,
because this is not toxic because I said so.
You can't just say "nuh-uh."
So the PMC is 1275 3565.
1275. What?
3'5", 6'5". I mean, this was common sense, bro.
Spectrum of sex and gender. And what does this say here?
I'm really abstract. It shows the correlations between gender and sex. How
No one's saying.
kind of also
no,
like
no,
on
no,
this-
we're not saying that gender is not socially constructed around sex. We understand that there's a bioessentialist nature. That does not mean gender is
course.
not a social construct. And so this does not speak towards, again, why masculinity, a categorization under the social construction of gender, exists. Why it was created in the first place.
It does tell the tale.
Oh,
it
really?
tells the tale.
Where
Read it.
does it say that's masculinity was first socially constructed?
I mean, like, just read the
No,
discussion.
no, where? This is your source. So where? What
Read the
paragraph?
discussion.
No, where? What paragraph?
Okay.
It's not my source. This is yours.
Just to be clear, there is no discussion section.
What? You're telling me he doesn't know how to read a source properly?
I want to let y'all know, guys, this source only uses the word masculinity one time.
Does it have the word physicality in it?
Let's look at that up. Not at all.
Ah, darn.
The only closest word to it is it has the word physician.
No, this is just blatant dishonesty
Really?
on ad hominems.
Really?
Yeah, it is. My
Really?
point. I asked you
So we
specifically.
asked you for the origins of masculinity and why it was created, the categorization is necessary, and you provided this source that only mentions masculinity one time and not in the
I
context.
never said
of
it
how
was
you really-
necessary.
So I'm asking, when you're saying this is,
I never said masculinity was necessary.
I need you to lock the fuck in. Listen to what I'm saying. When you're talking about this thing as being categorized as masculine, we're talking about we're talking about gender, and a gender categorization is something that is deemed masculine. I asked you why that's deemed masculine, and then you went to some bullshit, and then you eventually said, I don't know. I told you I don't care about I don't know, and so then you try to make up some other bullshit. So then I ask you again, why is that the case? And then you go again to I don't know, and then you go on to some more bullshit, and then I ask you, why is masculinity even socially constructed in the first place? Because social constructs do not come out of fucking nowhere. Why is that a necessary categorization, right? Why did we create it? And then you said you could provide proof of that. So then I asked you for proof from this source, right, that only mentions masculinity one time. And how does it mention masculinity? It says masculinity, it says in the sentence, to ensure representation and true inclusion, gender may also, sorry, my screen turned off. Wait for it to turn back on. Okay. Gender may also be best categorized as a spectrum with more typical identities of man and woman, or if preferred, masculinity and femininity at either end. And that's it. That's all. That's the only time it mentions masculinity. That is a you problem. So either you can prove why masculinity is a categorization and why we created it, right? Why is it necessary that we deem things and categorize things as masculine? Or you just concede you don't have that evidence because you are the one that said you could provide that evidence, not me. I didn't ask you to make that claim. You did out of your own fucking free will, right? Well, I don't believe free will exists, but out of your own fruition, those words came out your fucking mouth. I didn't force you to say that. So now I'm holding you to those words that came out your fucking mouth, and now you're complaining about it. I don't care about the fucking complaining. Do the fucking layup or get the fuck down. Go sit on the bench. I don't fucking care.
Yeah, mind you, my argument was masculinity is
Okay,
not toxic. That was my argument.
Why is
So-
this thing that you said is masculine?
And I
right?
demonstrated
And
it.
You
but
have not demonstrated because I asked you why it's categorized as masculine and you can't fucking answer.
Because these are traits typically associated with men.
Okay,
And the reason why they exist is because of
why is
socialization.
so okay, socialization. Great. Why? Why
Yeah.
was it socialized into men?
Well, because there is a an element of biology, which is your sex. Yeah,
Oh
there's an element
shit.
of it. Yeah,
You think
a
you think
bit,
you think
but
this you think
not
this
not too
you think
pronounced.
that you think this categorization has always existed?
No, definitely not.
Oh,
Not all of
so
it.
so then, but being male has always, in terms of human existence, always existed, correct?
Yeah, of
Okay,
course.
but and so that biology always existed, but masculinity hasn't always existed. So it's not necessary in terms of biology. So
Of course, it's not. I didn't say. I didn't say it's necessary.
so I'm gonna ask you again. Why was this categorization created in the first place then?
I didn't say it's necessary. I
Okay,
never
but
said
why?
it's
Again, I'm
necessary.
gonna ask again. Why was this categorization created then? Because it wasn't always the case that it
Well-
was created. So then, why did people create it?
Well, I would say socialization.
I don't. Why? So now we're back to again. I asked you why again when you asked.
Yeah,
for socialization.
society. Society created the differences between men
Why?
You're saying the
Oh,
same
between-
You're
between
saying the
male
same
and
thing
female.
over and over again.
Purpose.
Why?
Agriculture, agriculture, capitalism, patriarchy.
He got it, Chad! Ding, ding, ding! It took him forever. Ding, ding, ding. Masculinity is created for the purposes of patriarchy, for maintaining a hierarchical structure of patriarchy and the oppression of others. Do you think oppression is toxic?
Well, not just patriarchy.
Do you think oppression is toxic?
Of course it is.
Okay, great. So then you agree. W concession. Thank fucking God. That took you forever.
Physically fit.
Jesus.
You know, this source actually works in my favor as I've been debating sex versus gender a lot lately. And this talks about the importance of the distinction between the two.
Oh, is it one that we need to add to our arsenal? I think I have this source in my arsenal already, actually.
You probably do. I wouldn't be surprised.
I think I have this. I think I have this source already. Yeah, I think it's in my LGBTQ plus though, because it's specifically in regards to like trans people and addressing trans issues. When a TERF or someone comes up and wants to do fuck shit. Oh no, my source is sex still binary?
Oh, I remember that one. That's a good one too.
Imagine being so obsessed that you have to rename your entire movement.
I love when like ops accidentally walk themselves into the fucking point. Like it's one of my favorite things. It is absolutely one of my favorite things when ops are so scatterbrained about the topic that they want to prove the point so bad that they totally forget their original argument, and then they make the argument for the point. He's like, yeah, for patriarchy. He's like, this categorization was created for patriarchy. Good job! You did it! You walked yourself straight into the fucking point. Good job, buddy.
He gets a gold star.
No gold star.
Oh, he gets a silver star.
No stars for men.
Oh.
Why do you keep trying to give stars to men?
Because it's a symbol of their failure.
No. It's a reward.
50K is the goal. Y'all will get the comments back when you hit 50K.
Yeah, like what Petty said,
Dang
no
it, my
juice
mod powers
boxes.
are not working.
Your
What-
mod
what-
powers are
wait.
never working, Shayla.
Someone who has mod powers, can you please turn off the comments?
Shayla's every day is like, my mod powers aren't working again.
I know every time I come up here, they're not working, and I would love to be able to silence people, but I'm not allowed to.
Do they only work from the chat?
I'm not sure.
So my TikTok echoes every time I join the live, and Shay doesn't have use of mod powers.
Like,
Phenomenal.
I can still mute people in the comment, but I can't access like the moderator settings in the window, the separate window.
Wait, oh, interesting. Like when you click on the share thing and in the bottom left there,
Mm-hmm.
is that where it is for you?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. Are you able to make polls, or is it like which part of it just doesn't work?
I don't know how to do that.
So you figured out everything else, Shayla. You figured out how to turn off your live status just to fucking spite me, but you didn't learn how to do fucking
Oh my
polls.
goodness.
Wow.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, she did. She learned how to turn off her live status because she didn't even know she could do that till I told her you could do it. And then she's like, I'm gonna learn how to do that. And I said, you better fucking not. And then she did teach herself how to do that. So she learned to do that, but she doesn't know. She won't learn how to do a fucking poll. That's fucking wild.
I haven't figured it out yet. I've tried on other lives. I haven't figured it out.
All right, no, fuck off, Shayla. It's fine.
Oh my goodness.
Damn.
She knows I tell her to fuck herself all the time, but she pisses me off.
She does.
Listen,
I
y'all think
engage
Shayla is so fucking sweet and innocent. I tell her to go fuck herself all the fucking time, cause she be pissing me off.
I am very, very sweet and innocent. I've never done anything wrong.
No, y'all take that fucking tone of hers, right? Because she's monotone, and her monotone is very sweet and innocent. But I know what she's actually saying. I hear her, right? I can see beyond the monotone, right?
You can sift through.
Yeah. And Shayla can be a real piece of shit sometimes.
That's why Ari told me to be nice yesterday, because she could hear me. She could hear me. She can tell.
She could hear it.
She could be a real piece of shit, you know? Check your mod powers again. W Petty for the poll. At least Petty knows how to do polls. Like that.
No, it's not working. Hold on. I'm gonna drop and come back and see if that
I
fixes
took your mod powers away and gave them back.
it. I'll drop and come back.
Oh. And then there were two.
And then there were none. That was just for fun. You can come back, boss.
It works, and I figured out how to do a poll.
Wow. Now, out of all this time you complaining about not being able to do a poll, now that I fucking snapped at you about it, now you know how to do a poll? Why I gotta yell at you to learn how to do a poll, Shayla? Huh?
I figured it out.
Uh-huh. Why do I gotta yell at you to learn how to do a poll, Shayla?
I don't know what you mean.
Uh-huh. I saw my Peach. My Peach. Hi, Peach. I know the comments are turned off right now, but hi, Peach. I saw my Peach come in.
Peach.
I haven't been able to visit Peach because I've been working a lot lately, but hi, Peach. My hair is knotted right here. I said you can come back, boss. Not you over here being the man victim. I hate when white men victimize themselves. As if, like, I didn't say he... Hello, Peach. WP trade.
You know what we could do as punishment?
Take his mod powers.
We could take his mod powers.
Hello, Peach Raiders. Hi, friends. I hope you had a fantastic live, Peach. Well, it's not my fault your fucking TikTok is broken, boss. I swear to God. That's why you got the echo all the time. Your shit's broken. Hello. Hello, Jabs. Hello, friends. This is true. It's not, yeah. It's not my fault. I'm the victim. Playing this is me cosplaying as Santana. I'm the victim. Jazzy Crab? What a name. Slay. Chicken butt. Even our friends on YouTube are saying, welcome in, Peach Raiders. Welcome in.
I started a poll. I did it.
Oh, look at that, Shayla. Wow. Wow. All right, we'll give it like 6 more minutes. Six more, sorry. 6 more minutes and then we'll hit a restart, I guess, because that would hit our hour.
Why are you yelling at me, boss?
Oh, sorry. You know what? Thank you for reminding me, guys. I'm not as good as Santana when it comes to that shit. It's okay to yell at me to go check shit. I got you. Okay. I got you. I got you. I'm looking at it now. All right. W in the chat for Joshua for the $1 dono saying Apex question mark. No, I don't play Apex. My friends do though. I don't play Apex. And that one's not as like glorified as Fortnite. I just don't think Apex is my cup of tea. If I'm gonna be honest with that one. I have played a lot of COD in my day. A lot of COD. Assassin's Creed. What else? I played It Takes Two. I fucking love It Takes Two. Actually, me and my friend played together, so we did do the co-op It Takes Two, and we beat the game together, and we were yelling at the book the entire time. The book was so annoying. But also, like, yo, the elephant, that shit made me so sad. That shit made me so sad. And then I was playing Split Fiction with my sister, where it has like little notes to It Takes Two in it, and you have to re-destroy the elephant again in Split Fiction. And I was like, Mimi! Oh, my sister's nickname is Mimi. I was like, Mimi, no! No, and I had to show her the context of where it comes from. So I showed her the video of destroying the elephant in It Takes Two. But yeah, sometimes, yeah, it's more. And W to Ren in the chat for the $20 dono saying, have you read Black Wave by Kim Gatz? No, I haven't read that yet. Let's look into it. Black Wave. I love a good book suggestion. I just bought another book thanks to Petty on because Solid is always talking about Grenada, right? Because he is absolutely right. A lot of times when we talk about socialism, we're only talking about like socialism in like white countries. So like we're talking about socialism in the USSR and other white or Asian places too, right? Because they talk about it in like terms of like Korea or China. And I wouldn't say like Cuba is like in terms of like whiteness, but like a lot of people, bottom line though, like Sal was making a point that we don't talk a lot about socialism in black countries, and so he talked a lot in Centuries Grenada. And so thanks to some recommendations from Petty, I got one of the books that Petty was suggesting about learning and talking about socialism in Grenada.
Can you oops. I was just gonna ask if you could recommend me those books too. When I talk about socialism, I usually talk about Burkina Faso, but I don't know much about Grenada. So
yeah, Black Wave. What is this about? Examines the fierce rivalry between opposed by the Middle East. Ah, yes. Okay. Cool. I think we need to learn more about the Middle East because a lot of time ooh, it talks about the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan, which triggered the U.S.-backed jihad. So how the U.S. started interfering in the Middle East. Cool. Also, W communism. What? You crybabies. Guys, we're gonna have to hit a restart anyway. I got a restriction because we got crybabies listening. saying I'm bullying, even though we're talking about fucking books. Yes, Comrade Sister is the one Petty, the Comrade Sister is the one I just bought on Grenada. I just bought that one, and that should be coming in soon. But I'm going to add Black Wave to my list right now. Yeah, I definitely, I don't typically talk about the Swana region, the Middle East, because I'm just not informed enough on it. I just know that there are certain things there that show up, that people, like, a lot of times people just talk about it in terms of Islamophobia. So, and because I'm not educated enough, I really just point out people's Islamophobia and leave it at that because I'm just not educated enough. But books talking about the region is perfect. Love that. So, and especially talking about interference in the region. So I just added that to my book list, my personal book list. Uh-oh. Hello.
Hi. Yeah, I wanted to. I've been trying to find a way to share it with you because I found it at a Goodwill of all places, and I started reading it, and I said, oh, "I know like 5 people who would love this book," and you were like the first one who popped up. No, second one. That's a lie. The other Ari, Mermaid Ari, and then you. I was like, they would love this book, and so I wanted to tell you about it for a really long time.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing. Yeah, no, absolutely. I love learning about it, like especially like white supremacist interference in regions. And if this speaks specifically to white supremacist interference in regions, I want to hear about it.
It has to do with Western intervention in general in the Middle East. So she starts, it's an Iranian woman, and it starts where she goes, well, do you remember where were you in 1979? So, you know how people ask, where were you September 11th? That is the Iranian, where were you in 1979? And it goes kind of bounces a little bit, but very fluidly, back and forth between a few things. And it's really cool.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing. It's definitely added to my list for us to read. Absolutely.
Awesome. Cool. I'm glad I got that suggestion to you. Y'all have a good day.
You too. Thank you. And let me add that to the Discord too for us to vote on. Also, W. Manders, for the book suggestion you tagged me in, because I haven't read on that either. I haven't read that book either. There are just so many books in the world, guys. So many books in the world. This is where I've had to get over my anxiety about my TBR and like come to terms with I will never finish that shit. Not a day in my life am I gonna finish that shit. Nope.
I feel the same. I have so many books and not enough time. Like, I would love to be reading right now, but I'm also between more. I mean, like, I'm also like, in the middle of working.
Like, my brand of tism makes me want to finish it. And so, I guess this is like a form of like exposure therapy where I'm never going to finish my TBR. And I have to accept that. I'm never, ever going to fucking finish my TBR. Because as much as like I try to get through books, life happens where I can't like finish books in the times I want to. And then 2, there's always more and more books put out there. And I'm like, bro, stop writing. All writers, stop writing. Even though I love you guys, stop writing for a second. So like me selfishly telling writers to stop writing so I can like catch up on books. For me to write a book, I can't write a book. I can't. I don't know. I don't know if I would be a good writer. I think I'm more of a spokesperson. You know, I'm more of a speaker. I do great at conferences, right? I have yet to go to a conference where I haven't made the audience cry once. Like, to the point where now it's an inside joke. Where me and I have a person I co-present with who's a white woman, and we do that strategically on purpose, and we say it during the presentation. The reason why I have to co-present with her is because y'all won't fucking listen to me. Because I'm black. So I always have my co-presenter, a white woman, come with me because y'all listen to her more. And I want y'all to hear that. I have to bring a white woman with me for y'all to listen to me. I have to bring my token white with me when I present because y'all won't listen. And then, but at some point, we always, at the end of presentations, have someone like crying. And so me and her have an inside joke of like, how many people can we get to cry today? Did you see what I sent? I did not see. I need to check my text. Sorry. I need Petty's book, Synthesizing Feminism and Leninism. Oh my God. Here y'all go. All right. Cash App. Hold on. I'm adding books to book club. I'm looking at the, give me a second. Oh my gosh. W's in the chat for Petty for the $5 dono saying for Kala because she's perfect. W's in the chat. Also, if you guys did not know, it's not put in my link tree because it's just not. But in the Discord, where is it in the Discord? In the Regina's links section is the Innocence Fund for your favorite agents of chaos who like to destroy my house and eat my plants. You guys are their assigned lawyers, and so as their assigned lawyers, you have to plead for their innocence. And how you plead for their innocence is contributing to their Innocence Fund. It's just a list of their favorite dog treats and stuff like that. That's all it is. And toys that they love. So if you want to support the Innocence Funds on these Agents of Chaos, check out the Discord. Regina's links. There's literally a whole list of things to help y'all plead their innocence. But with that being said, I have to hit a restart because we got crybabies who reported me. I love y'all. I'll see y'all in a second. Oh, fuck. Give me a second. My screen went off again. All right. Give me a second. Bye. Alright, welcome back, YouTube. What are you doing? Reset again? Yeah, I had to restart. I only restarted once. That was the first restart, and I restarted because crybabies. We caught a VIO. I think you guys saw the violation. The violation popped up on your screen. But we got crybabies reporting live. For bullying and harassment. I really don't care about like bullying men. If a man feels bullied, that's reparations. Cause I do believe in like some certain, like it's like, and I don't know how it would be done. I can't say specifically how it would be done, but I do believe women deserve reparations. For like patriarchy is one of the longest existing systems of oppression and the constant exploitation of domestic labor and forced reproductive labor. Yeah, no, I think those with uterus, it's twofold. Those with uteruses need reparations, and then the women need reparations. So I think trans men and non-binary people with uteruses would also get reparations as well. How do I feel about trains? I don't feel any type of way towards trains. I'm very indifferent about trains. I never looked into trains. I never cared to look too much into trains. I have a friend who loves trains, and I can direct you their way. But I am not one of those people that love trains. Did you hear Noah's writing music about his love of Good Trouble. Oh, I thought he was writing music about his love of James Baldwin's Rage. You know? Don't mind my rant. I went on a second ago. Okay. All right. You're good. You're good. Hey guys, tap the screen. Oh, we gotta shut down. Jesse's here. Oh boy. Hey guys, tap the screen, share live. Welcome back. If you're on TikTok, do all the good things, as Erica Shante would say. If you're on YouTube, make sure you guys are giving the stream a thumbs up. And also, if you're not following me, guys, we're almost at 500 subscribers on YouTube. So, if you're not following on YouTube or subscribe to on YouTube, why the fuck not? You know? I believe we're cool people. Get on that way. The way he fucking spells it fucking kills me every time. He's been making up his own shit. Also, Jesse is not Mexican, but he's over here speaking Mexican Spanish. Jesse is fucking Salvadorian. I just want to keep reminding people that. I was like, he's Salvadorian, raised by a Cuban mom that speaks Mexican Spanish. My favorite confused Latino. No mom. Then you got fucking Noah no mames. W Argentina. Orale. Why do I no stream? I do stream on Twitch. I just stream video games on Twitch. So why do I stream debates on YouTube and TikTok exclusively? One, because I don't have the fancy setup that Santana does. Because Santana got money to pay for all this shit. I do not. I invest what I can into my stream. I literally just had to fucking buy a new controller because of the gaming stream this week was like fucking terrible because my controller broke. I think that's what made the stream even scarier for me because I was fighting a broken controller while trying to fight monsters. But I just had to buy a new fucking cam. Like, I don't have that money for that fancy setup. But two, all the fucking misogynist red pillars are on fucking YouTube and TikTok. They're not really on Twitch too much. A lot of them got kicked off of Twitch. Right? So if I want people to come in for debates, I gotta go where they are. Twitch, a lot of them got kicked off of Twitch. Now they're on what, Kick? That's where Aiden Ross is now. He's on Kick because he got kicked off of Twitch. Oh, thank you, Anders. What do I play? Silent Hill F. That is right. Buy the dip. Oh, here you go. What about the deficit? You know, did you forget? Did you guys have your daily dose of deficit today? What about the deficit? What about Hunter Biden's laptop? You know? Because that's a real concern in society. You know, forget all of the millions of people who are starving, don't have access to water, and people dying in the global south. Hunter Biden's laptop. That is the real problem. And the deficit. The deficit that's completely made up. Yeah. That and Telegram. Yes, Petty. We need super chats. We can get super chats when we get to 500 subscribers. But we're not there yet. We're almost there yet. Almost there. What about Biden? Noah wrote the foreword to Kamala's next book. Oh, wow. I can't wait to read that. Can't wait to read that. Yo, Noah made a donation to the Obama Center in Chicago because he loves Obama so much. Like, Noah is such an Obama stan. He loves Obama so much. Noah just loves Obama. You subscribed 4 times. I'm locked in. W Phoenix. Obama. You guys weren't protecting people in the first place. That's the point. You're delusional in thinking that like men are actually protecting people. No. I think my analogy yesterday really stuck where like men are just arsonists and then they want to act like they're firefighters putting out the flames that they stoked, but actually when they come near the fire they're just pouring more gasoline on it. They're not dousing it, they're just igniting that shit even more. So you're not protecting shit. You're the reason why the people are like receiving violence in the fucking first place. Are men the problem? Yes, you're the fucking problem. Oh, thank you. No, I did. I swear I switched to the beginning. Historically, other women protected women. Historically, women didn't even exist. That's the point. Do you know who Jeff's secret guest is? No, I don't. I have to check in on my Theo Jeff. And what's going on with his streams. I really haven't visited anybody else's streams lately beyond Solids and Santana's. I've been so busy with work. When I said yesterday, y'all, that I was not going on anybody's streams all day, I meant that shit. And that's because I was working so much yesterday. So much. How dare you question me? That's how men argue. Yeah, for a while there, I used to be on, when Shay used to stream a lot more, whenever men used to talk and we used to ask for their age and pronouns and they go, man. I'm like, I'm a man! Well, we're happy we can affirm you and your gender identity, but we didn't ask you for your gender. We asked you for your third person pronouns. Because that's all they really come up for too, is what men are looking for when they come up here is they're looking for their gender affirming care. Which, W, gender affirming care, we love that for you, babe. But you're just looking for gender affirmation. You want to feel good about yourself. I don't really care to give that to you, though. You know? Y'all just want to feel good about yourselves. And I don't really care about men feeling good about themselves. That's not my job to give that to you. Because I do think also, like, I need men to recognize that men are dependent on women for their labor in terms of mental health services as well. Right? That's why in like movies, women are always posed like there's always that a woman standing over a man in terms of that, and like he has his chest on here and he's like crying because women are supposed to carry his emotional labor for him, right? And they carry the emotional labor, and like women are free fucking therapists to men. So like when they come in here crying, I'm like, I don't really fucking care, because I'm not doing the free emotional labor for you fucking either. And so I think men really need to unpack that. Your fucking partner is not your therapist. And you use them as free fucking therapy. And so they come and use this space as free fucking therapy. I don't care to do that for you. I'm not a certified therapist. I'm not carrying your emotional labor. Take that shit somewhere else. Age and pronouns.
Frank, he,
Age.
53. What do you mean it's all men, even the talk?
That
good
sounds
ones?
like a question.
Yeah, I'm asking you.
So either are you here to debate?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So then make your argument. You're gonna need empirics to support it.
It's all men, even the good ones? What do you mean by that?
Do you disagree with it?
What do you mean by it?
Do you disagree with it? Yes or no?
All masculinity is toxic?
Pick one, dude.
What does it mean? Oh, it's all men, even the good ones.
Is that the one you're picking?
Yeah, I don't know what you mean by it.
Okay. Do you disagree with it?
I don't. Black people can't be racist. They can be
Pick
racist.
one topic. Lock the fuck in.
Angry black woman, huh?
Pick one topic. I'm speaking clearly because you have trouble understanding, apparently. Pick one.
You don't understand that.
One. Uno. You need me to say it in Spanish? One. Uno.
Go back
One
to Mexico,
topic.
loser.
One topic. Pick one topic.
Black people can't be racist.
Is that your topic?
Yes.
Okay, good job. I'm glad you can follow instructions.
Oh, wow.
He did it, chat. He did
Get
it.
a job, loser.
He finally followed fucking instructions.
Sitting on your ass doing nothing.
Listen. No one cares about the bitching and whining. I make more money than you anyway. I just do this.
Oh,
for
yeah,
fun.
really?
Yes.
How much money you make a year?
Anyways, you're gonna need no hypotheticals, no anecdotes. This is not your diary space. I do not care about your fucking feelings. And if you're only understanding the topic, listen, I know you're already struggling with
loser.
instructions. You're struggling with instructions.
Race baiting.
Shh, that's all you got.
Race baiter.
I don't care about the whining. Okay? That doesn't
You're a race baiter.
I just want the intellectual violence. So no hypotheticals, no anecdotes, and if you're only understanding the topic is written in the dictionary, you're just not gonna do well here. So go ahead and make your argument.
Anybody could be racist.
That's not a fucking argument. That's just your feelings.
Yes, it is. Black people can't be racist.
Do you know what an argument is?
Yes, I do, little
Okay.
lady.
So then describe
Hey,
to me
girl, pipe down, you little baby.
Listen, I know you got big
Act like an
feelings.
adult.
All right, here, I help you. I got you.
Loser. Get a job. Sit down on your ass and pipe and squeal.
We know.
Oh, you're right.
You got big feelings, and so
Oh, yeah, really, I do.
we're gonna
In what way?
help. We're gonna help. I got you.
You're a lazy little girl sitting on a chair doing nothing.
We got you. I got
Yeah.
you. I got you.
Well, mommy, daddy's helping you.
I got you. You got big,
Yeah,
big
mommy,
feelings.
daddy.
I know you're triggered, and I know you have.
I'm triggered.
I know you have a lot of big emotions. So
I have big.
let's regulate. Okay? I got you. Oops, wrong thing. Let's do this. That's
Yeah,
what
you're. Go get a job, little girl.
Listen, I know. You got big feelings.
I got big feelings. What do you do for a living? You make money.
When you feel so mad
There you
that
go.
you want to roar, take a deep breath and count to 4.
You hide behind the
1,
microphone,
2, 3, 4.
loser.
Sometimes it's just not a very
All right, take a deep breath.
I'm not taking a deep breath.
And your wife's yelling at you. Take a deep breath while she's talking to you. Don't punch a wall.
You don't even know.
Take a deep breath. And you wanna roar. Take a deep breath and count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sometimes things go from good to bad.
I know.
And it can really make you mad.
It made you mad.
Take a deep breath when
I'm not mad.
Just take a deep breath.
you feel better, you can choose to be calm.
You
You're
keep
so mad and you wanna roar. Take a deep breath and count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, did that help? I also have the Daniel Tiger strategy book for you if you need that. Do we need to
Yeah,
go get?
Puerto Rican, huh?
Do we need to go get that?
No.
Okay, so then I need you to regulate yourself enough to be able to make an argument, an actual argument. And it seems like you don't know what an argument is, so let me help you.
I do know what an argument
An
is.
argument has a conclusion, and so your conclusion is black people can be racist that has supporting evidence. And so you're going to need empirics in terms of the evidence. That's the parameter of evidence here is empirics. Studies, data, statistics, historical nuance. Okay? And so when I say make your argument, that's what I'm asking you to do. So you saying black people can be racist is not an argument because you did not provide any supporting evidence. It's just a statement at that point. So go ahead and make your statement.
You don't believe in right and wrong. That's the problem.
Just make an argument.
Farrakhan is a racist.
Just make an argument.
I'll make an argument.
You're
Farrakhan
not.
is a racist.
You're just presupposing the conclusion, which means you're just
Oh,
assuming
really?
black people can be racist without actually providing evidence.
Any race could be a
So
racist.
you're just saying shit. You're not saying how.
You're cursing.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
Yeah, nothing means nothing
I'm
to
from
you.
Jersey. That's regular my vernacular.
I'm from Jersey too, little girl.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Then make a fucking argument.
Yeah, you cursing?
Yes,
Why don't you curse in front of my face?
I would. Don't give a fuck. Make
Yeah,
an
go into
argument.
my face.
Make a fucking argument.
Oh, what an education. You curse a
Make a
lot.
fucking argument. All right. So,
Oh, shut.
hi, neighbor. It's me, Daniel Tiger, since you need a fucking book to help you regulate even more. It's me, Daniel Tiger. Sometimes I feel so mad that I stomp my feet and roar. Do you ever feel mad? When I feel mad and my mom sings a song to help me calm down. When you feel so mad that you want to roar, take a deep breath and count to 4. Take a deep breath and say 1, 2, 3, 4. By the time I say 4, I feel much better. And there it is for the class since you need help regulating. Okay?
I guess you don't do
So-
well with men. Personally, right?
I read stories to men all the time because they're too fragile to regulate their emotions. So this is me helping do my
really?
service to the community since you're struggling.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I'm doing community service right now. You're welcome.
You don't like men. You're anti-man.
Make sure you're taking your deep breaths, okay? Take your deep breaths. Everyone feels mad sometimes, right?
I'm not mad. I think you just don't like men. You don't.
One time,
You don't like men.
It's okay. Take a deep breath.
You
One
don't-
time,
you don't-
Prince Wednesday and I wanted to
You have a
play on
boyfriend?
the beach, but it was raining outside. When we found out we had to play inside instead, we felt so mad. Roar, I said and crossed my arms. I'm
You hate
mad
men.
too, Prince Wednesday said. Really
You're a man
mad.
You're a man hater.
Then I remembered the song. First, Prince Wednesday and I breathed in,
You're trying to trigger me. It's not helping.
breathe out. No, I need you to fucking regulate and make an argument.
Really?
Yes.
You're cursing. You're
yes.
really getting upset.
I just need you to make an argument. I curse regularly. That's nothing new in my vernacular. And then we counted to 4. What's up, boss?
I think you're going to be single for the rest of your life.
I don't care. What's up, boss?
You don't care to be single?
What's up, boss?
Do you think his ex-wife would be upset that he's talking to women this way?
Listen, boss.
You don't even know me.
I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm token Manning.
Yeah. I can't hate men because boss is here. He's my token man. Anyway.
Yeah, you hate men.
I can't hate men. I have a token man right here.
Oh, really? Really,
Yes.
lady?
Hey, chat,
oh, really?
if you're one of my men followers,
Oh,
raise-
down that he's toxic.
You can't even fucking read that word. Try that again.
Masculine men are toxic.
Read that word again.
Masculinity.
You can't even
is
fucking
toxic.
you can't even fucking pronounce it, but good try.
Really?
Yes, masculinity.
I said masculinity.
No, you didn't. But that was
I did.
That was a good try, though.
Oh, really? You don't like men?
No, I
That's
just
not
hate.
my
I
problem.
hate illiterate men, and you are extremely illiterate.
Illiterate? Am
Yes. Yes.
I? How do you know? You know me.
No. Yes, because you cannot make an argument. You cannot critically think. You do not have.
You're
two
judging me.
brain
You've
cells
never
to-
met me.
You cannot make an argument. You can't follow simple
You're very
instructions.
judgmental.
And you're providing evidence right now from your performance right now. You've provided evidence of how illiterate you are. Because all I
I'm
wanted for
illiterate.
you and asked you to do is make an
You
argument.
do not
and
know me
I don't need to. From what you espoused here today and your performance here, you have proven how illiterate you are. Because all I really want from you is an argument. I don't care about the rest. I don't care about what
Argument,
performance
but-
you're putting up. I just care about the argument, which you are failing to fucking do. Right? You're just doing the coping and crying and the performing. Right? And guys, just so we can know how his performance is doing, put a 1 in the chat if he's doing an excellent performance and making himself look great. Put a 2 in the chat if he's making me look great right now. 1 for him, 2 for me.
You're a coward. You hide behind.
Oh, cry harder. Oh, look at that. So your performance isn't doing anything here for anybody. So
Yeah, why do you keep,
either make the argument. Right.
you
So
keep
I'm
muting-
gonna give you to the count 3. Make an actual
You're
fucking
muting
argument.
me.
Or you just admit that you're illiterate and you don't deserve to be here. So make an argument.
Masculinity.
Your topic was black people.
Could you shut up, please? I could talk.
Make your argument. Your topic was black people.
Any
You can't make
person
fucking-
could be a racist.
Okay,
Anybody.
that's not an argument. 1.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. I already told you what an argument needs. That's a conclusion. You need supporting evidence for that.
Oh, so
Oh.
every human being.
So here's your second try.
So every human being is perfect.
That's not a fucking argument.
You're cursing.
That sounds like a question. So 2. Last try and make a fucking argument.
Black people can't be racist. That's
All
not
right.
true.
3. Again, you just approved how illiterate you are. WRE in the chat. If you guys like my story time, I do have 3 Daniel Tiger strategy books from my preschool days for when my kids were having big feelings.
Are those in the Discord?
What?
The Daniel Tiger books?
Why would I put them in the Discord?
Oh, my bad. Sorry, I didn't want to know how to count to 4 to not be angry anymore. Jeez.
No, you can obviously PBS Kids Daniel Tiger Mad Song is completely free. And I say all the time, the Daniel Tiger for Parents app is completely free. It's bilingual. You just download the app. The Mad Song is on there and you can play it when you need to.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
good to know. Sometimes I feel so mad that I want to roar.
Yes. Well, I mean, I can finish reading the story to you if you need it.
Yes, please.
This is
I
my
do like the
community.
story.
I said it before I meant it. I'm like, this is my community service to to society, is reading to men about regulating their fucking emotions with a Daniel Tiger strategy song.
So funny. Someone said, what if we prefer paperback?
Well, they have the board books because this book is actually meant for fucking toddlers, and toddlers eat paperback books. Because what do toddlers do? They like putting shit in their fucking mouths.
This is true. I was a toddler and enjoyed eating books.
Age and pronouns.
Hey, 21 and he, him.
How are we feeling about Big Feelings Are Okay by Miss Rachel? I have to listen to that song. I am a fan of Miss Rachel in that she, the difference between Daniel Tiger and Miss Rachel that I enjoy is when we're talking about children's media and how media harms children. The difference between that is speech pathologists have been like yelling at children's media companies, even at PBS, because you see a huge shift from in real life children's media like Mr. Rogers, Zoboomafoo, like the original Zoboomafoo, which was like real people and things like that, to everything being animated. And so like all PBS shows right now, I think like 90% of them are all animated. And so what makes Miss Rachel so good is because she's animated. Because the American Academy of Pediatrics says children, if they're gonna be on screens, should be on screens at least where they can see facial movements, because they're learning too. They're watching your face. They're learning. They're watching your eyebrows go up and down. They're watching your mouth expressions, and this is how they learn how to navigate emotions in society. And a lot of children do not have emotional regulation skills or social emotional learning, or they don't have those skills really well because they were on a screen, one, too early, but two, they were put on screens in front of cartoons, right, which don't have those facial cues. And so Miss Rachel is really good because for children, what she looks like is she looks like a FaceTime call, right? And so the American Academy of Pediatrics says that if you're going to put a child on the screen, it should be from 2 and up. But if you're going to put a child on the screen before the age of 2, it should be like with a close relative or a family member where they're doing serve and return interactions. Like if I'm on the phone with my nephew, I have FaceTime my nephew. We're not in the same state. I'm going in the camera going, ooh, and I'm doing those with him because that's a serve and return interaction, and that's fine. And so what Miss Rachel kind of does is she does that serve and return interaction, even though she's not immediately responding to the kids, but it's still better than cartoons. So like in terms of like the pros and cons of Miss Rachel versus Daniel Tiger, Miss Rachel is a real face. And so I do enjoy that versus Daniel Tiger is a cartoon. It's also,
Is this why?
it's also
Oh, sorry.
whichever song fits best with your child. So if your child connects better with Miss Rachel's songs, then use those. I'm not going to be against it. I just happen to like use a lot of Daniel Tiger because of their resources are completely free. So like they have a lot of books that you can get on Amazon. The Daniel Tiger strategy songs are free on the Apple Store, and PBS Kids is free. And so that's why I typically recommend them. And then also the resources are also in Spanish. So they have Daniel Tigre en el Barrio. It's in Spanish, so it's bilingual. And so it serves for multiple communities.
That's sick.
Yeah, pick a topic.
Yeah, I agree with pretty much everything here, but the black people can't be racist take. I do believe that they can be racist because from what I'm assuming what your like definition of racism is, and it is correct, that racism does have to do with like the systemic oppression, but it also includes the discrimination, prejudice, or violence against like people just because of their race. Or it could just be like you upholding like these ideas of racial superiority over other races. So like it doesn't need to necessarily be systemic.
You're just assuming my definition. Where'd you get your understanding from?
I'm just assuming because that's usually the way people make this argument.
I wouldn't assume my argument.
Yeah, that's fine. So,
So
what is your argument?
where are
then?
you getting your understanding from? Hold on real quick. How about no screens? Well, that doesn't help either because unfortunately for people, like what you guys don't realize is we also have to prepare kids for the future, and screens aren't going anywhere. They're just not. Technology is not going anywhere. So what we are finding is with parents who have done absolutely no screen time with their kids, you're setting up your kids for failure in certain aspects because they don't have the necessary skills to prepare themselves for kindergarten because they are using screens in kindergarten. And so those kids are at a deficit now. So screens are actually fine. It's within moderation. It's no different than, because I've had to teach how to use screens to families and other educators. You just need them in balance. And the thing that people don't realize in developing a relationship with screens is you need to develop a relationship with screens no different than you develop a relationship with food, right? Food habits have to be taught. Those are not innate, right? So teaching kids to understand their full feeling, right, and to not ignore that full feeling, that's important. Same thing that happens with screen time. If you're going to put your child on a screen, and again, I highly recommend follow the American Academy of Pediatrics, right, 2 and up, right? Follow that screen time full feeling. For screens with children, that full feeling is when you see a child on a screen that they start to zone out and they're not really engaged. Because play is play. Kids cannot distinguish what they're playing if they're playing on real life and in real life play or on screen play. Play is play. They're still learning. What makes the difference is if they're engaged in the play. And if they're just doing this and they're just droning on, they're not engaged in the play. So it's time to do something in real life and take them off the screen. Right? And that's when they start to understand that full feeling that I've had too much screen time and I need to walk away. When you do that consistently enough, kids will learn how to walk away from screens. The thing is, people don't do that, and people use screens as a pacifier to get their kid to shut up instead of actually engaging with their kids in the play that they're doing on screen. What also makes a difference too, and this happens and this counts for both in real life play and on screen play, is you need to talk about the play that you're doing with your kids. A lot of people don't talk to their kids. So after a child's playing on a screen, say like 15 minutes, and then you take them off screen, ask them what they saw, ask them what they did, right? One, make sure that the things that they're engaging on is educational, right? I'm always going to recommend PBS Kids games and stuff like that because those are made with professionals in the field. Like if they have a Daniel Tiger dentist game on there, that was made in talking with dentists, right? That wasn't made just out of their ass just trying to like check something off. They actually conferred with dentists or they talked to dentists when making that game. Also, their dentist episode was also in alignment with talking with dentists. So like those type of things. And then talk about what your child did afterwards. A lot of people do not do that. And so when you have that balance of teaching like full feelings, you're setting your child up for success. Yes, and you should not be allowing your child to be unsupervised. Their screen time should be heavily regulated. It should be, one, intentional. So again, I would recommend if you send your child to preschool, look at the preschool curriculum, what they're learning that week, and find app games that support what they're learning in class so that you're not combining what you're doing at home to what they learned in class. So if you know they're talking about farms this week in preschool, then put them on a farm game. And so that's how you build the connection between school to home, and you continue on the learning path, and you're building on what teachers are doing in classrooms instead of working against what teachers are doing in classrooms. Sorry, that's my teacher rant of the day. I'm sorry. Black people can't. Where'd you getting your understanding from?
Oh no, because I was assuming that your main argument for this, because like that's usually what I see when people make that claim that black people can be racist.
I wouldn't make an assumption. Assuming makes an ass out of you and me.
Yeah, that's fine, right? So can I understand why exactly you think black people can't be racist then?
I just want to know where you're getting your understanding from because I'm looking for a debate.
My understanding of why I assume like your definition of racism.
Where you got your understanding of racism from?
The dictionary. The definition of racism.
Which dictionary?
Webster Dictionary.
Okay, give me a second. Where the fuck did it go? Oh, here it is. Oh, sorry, Daniel Tiger's still up. Give it a second. There it is. Okay. Because he needed some heavy emotional regulation. This is what it says at the beginning of Merriam-Webster. Merriam-Webster is the descriptive dictionary that it aims... Sorry, is... Let me start again. Merriam-Webster is a descriptive dictionary in that it aims to describe and indicate how words are actually used by English speakers and writers. Generally, the descriptive approach to lexicography does not dictate how words should be used or set forth rules of correctness, unlike the prescriptive approach. Just because it's in the dictionary doesn't mean it's right. They just take how people use words in society and then they write it down in a dictionary. And considering that most Americans above the age 18 read at a 6th grade reading level, I wouldn't take Merriam-Webster as truth in how things work. Just so you know, what I'm looking for in this discussion is being able to be racist is an action, right? And there are certain things that need to be in place for said action to be done, right? If I'm going to do the action of kicking, there are things that need to be in place as a precursor for me to be able to kick. I need to have leg bones, right? I need to have Purkinje fiber, or it's not Purkinje fibers, but I need those fibers in my legs. I need calcium to be able to get a muscle contraction necessary to kick my legs. I need the nerves and able to make the connection to for my brain to tell my legs to do said kick. All those things need to be present in order for me to do said action. So we're talking about if black people can or cannot be racist, what are the necessary conditions that need to be met in order for said action to be done, and what tells us how this functions. Right? So essentially, how does racism function? What are the necessary conditions that need to be met for said action to happen?
Okay. The Webster Dictionary isn't the only dictionary that defines it like that, but
Okay, sure.
I'm gonna go ahead and gloss over it.
Which
Gloss
dictionary
over
are
it.
you?
I believe the Cambridge Dictionary also defines it as the belief of some races. Okay. Yeah.
Give me the Cambridge dictionary. I want the actual. I don't want what you believe the dictionary definition. I want the actual definition.
Okay. The belief that some races are better than others,
Sure.
or the unfair treatment of someone
Give
because
me
of
that
the
from
colors of hers.
Cambridge.
From Cambridge? Like, what do you mean? Like, give?
You said this is in Cambridge. Give me that from Cambridge.
Yeah. like the link to the source? I mean, I'm
Yes.
pretty sure you can just search
Yes.
up Cambridge.
Because I'm pretty sure that's not what Cambridge says.
Okay.
And there's also multiple Cambridge dictionaries. Oh no, there's multiple Oxford. My bad. Also, I think Cambridge has the same disclaimer as well. Oh no, that's Oxford.
All right. I provided the link there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's there.
Which one? And how does this tell us how things function?
It's not about whether things function or not. It's just
Yeah, but
about
that
what the definition of racism
that is what we're talking about. We're talking about how things function, how things
No,
work.
but what we are talking about is whether or not it can't be
I just
racist.
told you and explained to you that racism to be racist is an action. And we're talking about what are the necessary conditions that need to be met for said action to be done. So we are talking about function. We're talking about how it works.
Yeah, because this is how you define. This is how you define racism. There's
Defining
no,
something does not tell me how it works.
I mean, you literally just did. You said it requires an action. That is the definition
an
of racism.
action. Great, an action. So you tell me
That's
if
how you defined it.
if that defining something does not tell us how something works.
I mean, you literally just told us like for racism to be, like happen, it requires action. So
It
that
does.
is part of
It
like, the
requires
definition.
an action, right? And we're talking about what are the necessary conditions that need to be met for said action to be done. So we're talking about how it functions, how it works. So you're saying, oh, that's we don't need to worry about how it functions. Yes, we do, because we're talking about how it works.
No. Your
Yes.
entire point is that the definition, like the meaning of racism, what racism is.
I'm
the
telling
definition
you that the
is based on
definition
actions. Like,
describing something does not tell you how things work.
yeah, I understand that.
Okay,
What I'm telling
great.
you
So
is that
and so you're trying to say what I'm saying. I'm telling you what I'm saying, and I'm telling you dictionary definitions don't tell you how things work because tell me
So what
here.
does?
Tell me here.
So what does?
Hi, shh. Tell me here what are the mechanisms necessary for a toaster to create toast from this definition.
For a toaster to create toast, to toast it. I don't know.
What are the necessary conditions that need to be met?
To heat it up. Again, you're using like
No.
this isn't part of the discussion.
No, it is part of the discussion because you're saying the dictionary should suffice and telling us what are the necessary conditions that need to be met, right?
It does.
For
It
said
does.
action to be done. Okay, so this should apply to other words within the dictionary. What are the necessary conditions that need to be met for a toaster to create toast?
Again, what you're doing here is just like pulling up like another example that doesn't apply here. Like, it doesn't
Listen, you're
apply.
special pleading then for your source.
Special pleading. I mean, girl, I'm literally just like looking at the definition of racism.
You're special pleading for your source. You're saying
Okay.
this, even though like it may not apply to this specific thing, but it applies to racism. That's special pleading. I don't care for that.
You're comparing a toaster to racism. I'm sorry, like that's not a. I know I get you're like, trying to use.
They're both systems. What are you talking about?
It doesn't really matter though.
It does.
I mean,
it does matter.
Racism can be a system, but it's not necessarily
No,
a system.
it is a system.
Okay, so if I bully an Asian kid for being Asian, is that a system that I've imposed?
A racist, right? Are you being racist in that? Are you trying to say that is racist?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is racist.
In comparison to what?
You don't need to compare it to anything
Yes,
for it to be racist.
it needs to have a baseline. There has to be a baseline, right?
Where is this?
Just like a scientist, right?
Do you have a source for this?
A scientist, right, is someone who engages within the sciences, right? That is what is in reference to the sciences. So we're talking about a racist, right? We're talking about in reference to racism.
Yeah, exactly. Racism being the.
So racism, right? If you're saying this person, right, is doing said racist action, that is in reference to this larger thing that is a system.
Okay. I know what you're saying here. I know what you're saying. Like,
great.
I
So
get what you're
since racism is a system and a toaster is a system, these are both systems that need cogs and mechanisms, because that's what a system is. It's just a mechanism of multiple moving parts needed to do an action or to complete something. So
I see.
a toaster is a system of multiple moving parts in order to create Toast. So tell me the necessary conditions that need to be met in order to create toast from this dictionary definition.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Wait, but first of all, you're confusing racism as like this superclass for like other broader forms of racism, but it isn't. Racism like could be a union of different entities. For example, racism could be the systemic oppression, right? That's one entity, right? But it's also the union of another, like let's say holding this like view of like superiority amongst the races. That's another entity.
You're gonna have to. I need you to tell me how racism functions and how you're separating those two.
Because for one, you could have systemic racism.
Is geometry? What is geometry?
What is geometry? I don't know.
Is that math?
Yeah, sure. It's math. It's part of math.
Is algebra math?
Yeah, it's part of math. Yeah.
Is counting math?
Yeah, but I know what you're doing here. These are two different entities.
Is counting math?
There's a reason we call systemic racism and racism differently.
Is counting math?
Sure, it's math. Yeah. And
okay.
like you're not making a point here that you think you
They're all different names, but they're all referencing a larger thing, which is still math, and they actually feed into each other. That you can't do fucking geometry without knowing algebra. You can't do calculus without knowing geometry, and that they all feed into just understanding and measuring society and a larger system, which is fucking math. Holy fuck shit. So just because there are different names for something doesn't mean they're not interconnected. That's not
weird. My point. My entire point is that the sole definition of what we define as racism you still haven't
been able to justify again why we should be using the Cambridge Dictionary definition.
I mean, we have definitions for words for a reason. Why else we use them without any meaning?
We have definitions for how society understands words. Doesn't mean that society is using it correctly.
Okay.
We just determined that through here, that if a dictionary is using a descriptive approach, right, they're just describing how words are used in society does not mean it's used correctly.
So even if the fucking Webster dictionary is like using words like based off how it's described in society, you still have countless other dictionaries, which I provided to you. The Cambridge
great. And
dictionary.
so again, and I'm telling you that this should apply. If this tells you how things function in society, it should apply to other words too.
This doesn't tell you how things function in society. What this tells you is the definitions of words itself.
So then I do not fucking care. We're talking about functionality here, buddy.
Yeah, because you're wrong. I mean,
I already showed you, right? That we're talking about an action, right? An action being done. I've already explained that to you in so many words. I don't know why you're struggling.
I know.
And
the thing is, I don't care. The action doesn't matter.
So then it literally does matter because being racist is an action.
Okay, but what I'm telling you is
that it's an action. So you're not here to discuss if someone can do said action.
Yes. Yeah. No, buddy.
Yeah, no.
Yes, you
said you don't care about the action.
Wait. Even with your ideology.
Hold on.
Even with your point.
Stop. Because I've been trying not to mute you this whole time. Stop. You just said you don't care about the action, right? But we are talking about the action. I explained that to you earlier. We're talking about if someone has the necessary conditions to do said action, to has the necessary condition to do this function, right?
Yes.
To have this output. So we are talking about action. We are talking about functionality. So those things do matter. If you're not here to talk about that, then I don't fucking care. Drop down.
Okay. Wait. Let me say this. Okay. Let's take your understanding of what racism is.
You don't have that understanding. You don't know what it is.
No.
Give it to you.
No. Okay. I'm gonna concede to that. But so I can see where you're coming from here. I'm gonna concede to the fact that you consider like racism or like being the systemic oppression of people as the parent class for what racism is, right?
I have not given you my definition, so stop assuming.
Okay. Whatever. You get what you get what I'm trying to say here, right?
No, I don't.
But you still said right. People can be racist, right? But it not being like not the pure definition.
I did not say anything. I have not given my thoughts. I've been examining yours. So stop assuming things I'm saying and doing.
Okay. Earlier, this is what you said exactly. You said, you can have forms of racism, right? But they're forms of racism. They're not necessarily what racism is, right? That's one of the points you made earlier.
That's not what I said either.
So what do you mentioned something like exactly like that.
I said just because something has different names doesn't mean it doesn't feed into a larger system. And I gave you the example of math, right? That there's algebra, geometry, but they all still feed into a larger system of math. So Just me giving that analogy doesn't make something like what you're saying automatically true, is what I'm pointing out. You need to
Okay.
substantiate things.
All right, let's track back. Let's track back.
Mm-hmm.
What do you call someone who, let's say you have the black individual, right? You have an Asian individual. This black individual makes fun of
That
this
sounds
Asian
like a
individual and it's
hypothetical.
black.
That sounds like a hypothetical.
Yeah, it's a
And where-
hypothetical.
Say no hypothetical.
That occurs a lot.
We said at the beginning, no hypotheticals. There's enough historical nuance in society to be able to engage. So
So no hypotheticals because it goes against my
no
point.
hypotheticals, no anecdotes, because a lot of times y'all don't know what the fuck you're talking about, and we have so much historical nuance. We have over 400 years of historical nuance that could be pulled from. That hypotheticals aren't fucking necessary. Y'all just like pulling shit out your ass because you don't know what
Okay.
you're fucking talking about. What I would like,
Okay, alright.
I would like for you to espouse is, how did racism start?
How did racism
Because
start?
like this, like you just bouncing around isn't doing stuff, and I would like to move this along because there are people waiting.
I mean, yeah, because all you're doing is just
So-
saying no,
no,
it's untrue, it's untrue. No,
well,
no. That's how
it's
you're
because
saying.
you're not espousing. You're not actually giving things.
I
right?
mean, if
You're
you let
just-
me
you're
speak,
just
I would get my
assuming.
point
So
across.
I would just
I
like
couldn't even
I would
get
just
my
like us
point
to get
across.
to a point. How did racism start?
Again, you don't even let me speak.
How did
dude. I mean,
racism start?
even your own fans
How
are.
did I don't
okay.
how did
I don't know.
racism
I don't know
start?
how racism started. How did racism start?
Okay, you don't know. Okay, why was it created? Do you believe it was created, or do you believe it was always the case?
Is always the case.
Okay,
People
what,
just are troublous.
give me evidence now, like empirical evidence of racism being present before 1452.
Yeah, tribes will kill other tribes simply because they're different.
Yeah, give me a source.
You want a source
Yeah.
that proves some
Yeah.
fucking random tribe in
So
like 200,000 years ago.
racism
like-
existing before 1452. Go ahead.
So you want proof? of-
Yes,
Okay.
I want a source before of racism existing before 1452.
Dude, I don't have like a random source for
I
this.
don't.
Like,
I don't
you
give.
can,
That's
just
not
keep
my
track of this?
fault. That's not my fault. Maybe you shouldn't talk about shit you don't know about. Maybe you shouldn't just say, "Yeah, this thing existed," or maybe you should have just said, "I don't know."
I mean, you're the one who says like, "Yo, if a black person makes fun of an Asian person for being Asian,
I
like,
know what
that's
the
not
fuck
fucking racism."
I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I actually teach on this shit. I teach.
So
adults
that's not
about
racism, then?
So I know what I'm fucking.
Anybody can
talking
teach on
about.
this, bro. Like you like
No,
anybody can
I
teach on
like
this.
you
It's
don't.
not that
You don't
difficult.
get paid to teach on this. I do.
Okay, I'm sorry. You got paid 25 an hour for this.
That's
girl.
not
Like,
what I get
why-
paid, dude. That's not what I
why
get
are we
paid.
pivoting?
I'm
But
sorry.
that's a pivot. But anyway,
Yeah.
no, I'm at the collegiate level.
Yeah,
I
so
don't
the
know
other
about you.
there's also a
I
bunch of
don't-
conservative teachers as well. Do I take them
listen,
seriously?
Listen, I
Do I
actually,
take-
I
do-
actually have empirical evidence. You don't, and you're just talking at your ass. That's the difference.
What
between me and
empirical
you.
evidence do you
So,
have
Do
of
you
racism
concede?
not
Do
being-
you?
Mad
Do
cope.
you? That is cope. Do you have any information? Or are you going to concede? Because the thing I'm not going to do is give you fuck ass labor until you fucking concede.
Yes,
So-
I have proof. The Persians,
great.
the Persians
So-
saw themselves as superior to the other people during the time of war. That was
So
before
they had to
1415.
understand. They had to understand. Persian is not a race.
Okay, whatever it is, race,
No,
racism is social
that's
construct. Race is a social
important.
construction.
That's the important part, dude. We're talking about race and racism. So if Persian is not a fucking race,
Race is a social construct. Race is a social construct.
Great, it is a social construct, and Persian
Yeah,
is not
exactly.
a fucking
So
race.
you have no, you
So
have
and
no way to actually
Persian
define
and
Persian not being a race.
Persian is not a race. What is
You
it?
don't
Wait,
have-
hold on. Are you talking about the Persians' advance on the ancient Greeks? Is that what you're referring to? In the early 300s?
Yeah, they saw themselves as superior to the Greeks.
Did they see themselves superior based on their skin color, or
doesn't
based
wait. That
on
does,
their...
wait. No, that doesn't
I don't-
matter.
I don't
It's
think-
Persian a race.
Doesn't matter.
It
It's a
does
social
matter. It
construct.
does.
You can-
It does fucking matter. It's Persian a race.
So to some people, yeah, it would be.
Give me a source that Persian's
Listen,
a race.
You can't provide a source
You
for
give
a
me
social
this
construct.
is your claim. You're the one that said
It's not my claim.
Persians. It is. You literally just said Persians had racism, and that Persian is race. Go give me a source that
Oh
Persian's
yeah, yeah,
race.
sure.
Go give me a,
The
go give me a
Persians
source.
also, Persians also saw.
Go get me a source. I don't care. The next words out your mouth need to be a source. Go give me a source.
You want a source
Give
for?
me a source that Persian is a race.
We have a lot of historical evidence. I'm sure you could find something.
Thank you.
All right, buddy.
Yeehaw.
I understand.
That's actually one of my
have a
favorite
source for
topics.
this, dude. I don't have a
Okay,
source for
so
just.
then
a
we're gonna
person being
take
racist.
that. We're gonna take that, and we're gonna throw that in the fucking trash of you just making shit up, and that it's Harry fucking Potter. Okay.
All right, so Persians
now-
aren't racist. Persians aren't racist
I
now,
just
huh?
need. You're acting like racism is the only system of oppression. Like you're the fucking silly one here. So W that concession. So now I need a source of racism existing again before 1452.
Dude, if I give you the definition, if I give you an example,
Give me a source of
You're not gonna take it. You're
racism
not gonna take
existing
it.
before
You're not
14.
gonna take
You don't even
it.
have a source, because I just asked you for a source on Persian. I was waiting
Dude,
for a
I
source.
don't have these like
Okay,
on the
so
back
that's
of me. What am I,
not
a
my
loser, bro?
fault.
Like, I don't
Holy
have these
fuck
on the
shit.
back
That's
of me.
not my fault that shocker, you came into a debate space. You were told at the very beginning you came into a debate space and you were told at the very beginning of the debate that you were going to need empirics. Is that my fault you came unprepared? No, that's fucking yours. And now you're bitching and crying because you came underprepared. That's your fault. You could have looked at the prompt and then came back a different day when you had your sources ready. So that's your fucking fault. You look silly. So either give me a source or drop down. I don't care about the rest.
You didn't define racism. At the end of the day, you didn't define it.
Concede that you don't know what the fuck you're talking
You know
about.
I'm right.
So, nope. I have sources. You don't. So give me
You're
a source.
embarrassing.
2,
You and the boss.
1.
Good
Good job, buddy. I win. Put a W in the chat for Ari. Thank you, guys.
Mad cope.
Mad
Bro
fucking
was drinking the copium.
He was so mad because I told him, I was like, either I will not give my argument until you concede yours. And he just didn't want to concede because he's a fragile little man. Womp womp, cry harder. I don't care.
You know what's crazy? Every time Ari gives me some sort of new information that I'm unaware of, you know what I do? I go and look it up because I'm curious of where Ari got that information from. I don't.
She put
fucking
beads in her
argue.
hair. Oh my cutie.
I haven't seen Goody without her face mask. What?
Oh, because you're normally
'cause-
on at night. It's because you're normally on at night.
Yeah.
You're hella.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What a cutie.
Ari and Goody wear glasses.
Me too.
And they look the same.
And our
you guys wear the
glasses are
same
almost the same
glasses.
exact glasses. 'Cause we're
Yeah.
cuties.
I also have a jet.
You bought the jet.
The what?
W.
Because we were twins, born the same year. And there's no evidence that I was born a different year. And that is not true. It is a lie.
Yeah, same exact year. Yeah, I don't want to hear anything else from Goody. Born the same exact year, very close to the same exact day, and nothing else.
We even went to preschool together.
Preschool. Because I absolutely did not crash out when Goody tried to tell me a different age that she was. Nope. I did not crash out. No.
Because that's a myth. That did not happen.
It did not
because
happen.
I'm exactly what age I thought I was.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Tap the screen, sharing live, do all the good things, as Erica Shante would say. I just want to give a huge W in the chat for Caleb for the $5 dono saying women's reparations. Well, thank you. If you guys want to continue giving women's reparations, especially Black women's reparations, Cash App, pay links in the bio. Also, it supports me, keeps me doing this work. Also, it supports book club because we do free book giveaways. Because the goal is to make literacy more accessible, especially so you don't end up like last dude who obviously doesn't read books. Ew, you don't want to be one of those. You don't want to be a non-reader. So if you don't want to be a non-reader, join book club. Our book club is a chill-free space to unpack what I call literacy trauma. So do I force any of you guys to read any of the books? Nope. The only person I hold to reading the books is me. But if you want to read 0 pages, 1 pages, all the pages, feel free to join the book club discussion. Our next discussion's on September 5th. We'll be discussing Wretched of the Earth by Frantz Fanon. Where it talks about colonialism and imperialism and responses to that. So if that's your cup of tea, check out links in the bio. Also, during those book club discussions, we do book club giveaways where you can pick a book from our book club section, and I will have it sent to you in the way that feels most authentic to you in your literacy journey. So if that sounds like your cup of tea, Cash App, pay links are in the bio. Links to the Discord are in the bio. Also, maybe book club is not your mode of learning. I also play video games where we unpack patriarchy together and other systems of oppression through a video game lens. And so this game that we're playing right now is Silent Hill F, where we discuss patriarchy. So if that's your mode of learning, or you just want to watch me scream as we play, links in the bio, so you can see when I go live on Twitch to play that. I normally go live on Wednesdays to play that. Also, maybe video games or books aren't your mode of learning and documentaries aren't, we watch documentaries together as well. So check out the links in the bio also to see when we do those together, because we watch them in the Discord. We just watched Bad Faith, talking about Christian nationalism. So maybe that's your mode of learning. Links are in the bio as well. Can I get your age and pronouns, Francisco?
Also, the Discord is 21 plus and.
No Nazis! Yeah. Oh, Francisco left. Goodbye.
Brought up book club. I was talking to Peach about U.S. imperialism in the English-speaking Caribbean, because a lot of people only consider the U.K. when they talk about Caribbean islands, but not the neo-colonialism. So most of my information comes from my mom actually being in Jamaica and living it. But Peach asked me for some literature, and I have some book suggestions for book club about the United States and CIA.
Real quick, W's in the chat for toxicity for the $10 dono, saying for the education and shit. Well, W, thank you, toxicity. I appreciate you. We appreciate you for the education and for the reparations fund. If you guys want to support me, support the education, and support reparations for Black women, Cash App Pay links are in the bio. W reparations. I think you guys should do that now. Like, I think for any Black creator, one should be for the Black labor ain't free, but also just to piss, especially if they have like a white supremacist on the panel, send like reparations. Say for reparations, just to piss off the white person. Yes, absolutely. Awesome. Send reparations. Say for reparations. Start doing that. Like if Solid has like a Nazi on there, just send him a whole bunch of links like that say like for reparations. Especially if they're running a topic that says like reparations, because Solid will run a topic saying reparations. Absolutely send it then. W's. Just
People
to piss.
hate when he does that topic.
Just to piss off the like, because I'll send donos to Solid just to piss off whoever's on his panel. Because I'm very antagonistic. I love pissing off the ops. I do, especially if it's not my panel.
I was telling that to Mimi, that she's like, "Why do you all do it?" And I was like, "I want problems. I like problems.
And like, if
I like it.
It's bad. It's bad. It's very bad. Because especially if it's not my panel, I'm more amped to pissing off the ops if it's not my panel. Like, I'm like, yeah, it's not mine.
I'm the complete opposite.
I'm gonna just come here, fuck shit up. If it's my panel, I'm more chill about it because I want the conversation to continue. If someone else's panel, I'm like, yeah, I'm about to come fuck this shit up real quick. All right, age and pronouns.
Hello? Yeah,
Age
26. 26. He, his.
All right, pick a topic you disagree with.
The first one. It's all men.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
no hypotheticals, no anecdotes, and if you're only understanding
yeah.
all the topic is rooted in the. Oh, sorry, that's the other one. Yeah, no anecdotes. You're gonna need empirics to support your argument. Go ahead and make your argument.
Okay. All right. So I'm actually just trying to understand you. So I just want to know, like, what could an individual man like possibly do that would not make him part of the all men category?
I just need an argument. Do you disagree with the pronouns?
I'm trying to understand it because you have no context there.
Do you disagree with the pronouns? Yes or no?
I don't know if I do or not because you have no context.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna drop you down for now. You can listen for the next person to come up to debate it and then figure out how you feel about it.
Hello, I don't know what I think, but here I am on your panel with my man Audacity.
I mean, the thing that I also dropped for is that you weren't asking for context. Because if you were asking for context, you would ask, like, what does that mean? No, you were looking for me to make my argument first. And I don't do labor for fuck ass man. I do have an argument. It just, I need y'all to prove that you have somewhat a baseline understanding on certain things. And y'all always prove not to. So you always try to put the burden of proof on the host when you don't have arguments. And I just don't play into that bullshit. No, I need you guys to do some work.
The amount of fallacies people come up with is so much. It is so fun to like. I have a tally mark of
the one dude was
solid
just he
debate.
was just making up fallacies.
He was talking out of the No,
He was
his mouth.
He's
his
like
ass was
that's a
definitely
fallacy. I'm like, what fallacy is that?
That was funny. Solid was talking to some dude. It was like maybe it was like 3 or 4 days ago. I can't remember how long ago. But when Solid does his like dodge number 1 is so funny with the soundboard because some guy was like, yeah, that's a fallacy. You're trying to fluster me. And so I was like, what?
So are you in disagreement with the background?
Okay, well, since you won't give me any information, I'll just assume it, and then I'll attack that. If that's how you want to have a conversation. So, yeah. Okay, so you're saying you're assigning collective guilt to an entire gender because a high proportion of them commit crimes against women or something like that? Is that your argument?
Why do you need to assume my argument? Why can't you just make your own?
Because you won't give it. You're being stubborn.
You don't need my argument. So like
Yep.
I would hope you finished high school, correct?
Yeah, it has nothing to do with you making a claim.
So when you were in high school, your high school teacher would give you a prompt, right, for an essay, especially during state testing, where the state test would be like, here's this, write whether you agree or disagree, right? And so you didn't need any other information, right? It just gave you the prompt, and then you would write whether you agree or disagree, and write your substantiations for why you had those agreement or disagreements. That's what's up here. Right, it's just a prompt, and so either you give why you agree or disagree. Statement. And do you need clarification on that vague statement?
I do.
Okay, great. So that still doesn't mean you need my argument, because for me giving clarification doesn't mean I'm arguing the point. So because for all purposes, I'm agnostic, so you don't need me. But what that prompt speaks towards is all men are recipients of privileges that disenfranchise and subordinate non-men. Now that was simple. That's all you had to ask. Do you agree or disagree with that?
Yeah, I disagree.
Okay, good job. Now make your argument.
Yeah. So if you're going to assign collective responsibility for that system, you're going to need a mechanism.
Who's assigning responsibility?
You are.
No.
You are.
You are acting as though that I'm making an argument when I haven't. I said for all intents and purposes of this conversation, I'm agnostic.
Then there's no conversation to be had. Then if you haven't made a claim, if there's no position,
this is a prompt, and you still can address the prompt. Like I said, in high school, you would have to address the prompt in high school.
You're not a teacher. You're a debater.
You address the prompt and stop coping.
Well, you're a failed one. Can you actually give an argument?
No. You're lazy. Yep. You're just a lazy debater.
You are.
Right? The fact that you are dependent on someone else's argument shows how fucking lazy you are.
Because there's no debate. There's no positions
you literally can have a disagreement or disagreement with a prompt. I'm literally in school right now to get my master's degree, and you know what I had to do for what I had to do for my master's degree? I was given a fucking prompt like this and write whether I agreed or disagreed with it in my fucking master's degree. And so
zero context?
Yes. 0. That's it.
Wow.
Just a prompt. Just a prompt and write whether I agree or disagree.
So
now you're big mad.
You to be an idiot on TikTok.
I know.
Now he's mad.
You're just mad.
He's never been to a
I don't care. You're just lazy. And now you're mad that you're lazy. That's not my fault. I know, right? Men are used to women doing labor for you, even though you're supposed to be the provider, but you can't provide a fucking simple-ass argument. So much for being a fucking provider. That you're so dependent on women's labor, even for your fucking arguments. I'm not going to do it for you.
It was weaponized incompetence.
It is weaponized incompetence, even in just their arguments. I love how the patriarchy shows up, even in just men's argumentation. That even when it comes to like intelligence and argumentation, that they're still dependent on women's labor. To even just do that, the bare fucking minimal, right? It just goes to show that really men are recipients of privileges that disenfranchise and subordinate other groups. Your privilege is that you've been told that you're smart. You've been told that you're intelligent your whole life, even though you are dependent on other people's labor and the exploitation of the labor just for you to live in society, just to exist, right? You've become so lazy, so lackluster, so intellectually impotent that you or you need someone else's fucking labor just to do anything in society. That's really sad and pathetic. But I don't need to, right? Because I literally can go into space like I do and make an argument based on my own merit alone. Because I do research and I read books and I don't need anybody else's argument to make mine. So weird. Sounds like that's how you make an argument. Cry harder?
Ari, are you telling me you have to have prior knowledge on a topic to make an argument?
It sounds like that, boss. It sounds like you should have prior knowledge on a topic, right? And formulate your own opinions where you can make your own arguments that aren't dependent on someone else's. So that this whole time, all you can do is sit up here and go, nuh-uh. Yeah, no, that doesn't work in that space. It might work in other people's spaces, but I do require men to do their fuck-ass own labor. So sorry, womp womp. Age and pronouns again, Francisco.
Sorry, what you said? Age and pronouns?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm taking and him.
Oh, no thank you. You waited all that just to be a teen? I don't talk to teens. Anyway.
No kids allowed, damn it.
No kids allowed, no teens. Yeah, I do. I think when men come up here, they actually prove the point when they do that, when they crash out because I won't give them my argument. And then all he has, like, he's like, oh yeah? Well, you're stupid.
To a stupid university.
I already knew that.
He's like, oh, I don't know how to make my own argument. Oh, they gave you no prompt because they're a stupid university. Yeah, that makes sense.
No, they gave me a prompt. I just formed my own opinion. Which was funny as hell. My entry test for my master's, because you do have to take an entry exam, and so the entry essay was around like actually we were just talking about it in the live, was like media, like screens with children, and so I had a formulated argument on my own opinions on screens with children, and guess what? I already had prior knowledge on prior to that, screens and children. So I used my own knowledge basis to substantiate an argumentation on the fucking prompts. And you know what the funny thing is too, though? The essay, the thing I had to do for my entry, you're not given a chance to look shit up prior to. You know what you can do here on TikTok before you request up?
Look shit up?
Look shit up.
I got it right.
Wait till he finds out what an open-ended argument is at a university, and you sometimes have to argue something with no prompt.
Yeah. Yeah, holy fuck shit. You know what you can do? Look shit up. And then come back.
What is this, a research ethics class?
What? Wild work.
Sounds like it.
What, guys? I could do research and then come back? His feelings are really hurt. You know what I would do if I am so mad and don't want to be in a space anymore? I would just leave. You know, I wouldn't stay in the comment section complaining.
Is he still in the comments? I'm not. I'm playing a game. I'm not even looking. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Always linger behind after they get defeated. It's so funny.
Yeah. You know what I wouldn't do if I was that mad or I thought the host was fucking silly? I would just leave. But instead, I'm still here complaining in the comment section. Fucking weird.
In fact, if I felt so strongly about this subject, I'd go make my own fucking live.
Oh yes, puppy. Both puppies are here. Both puppies are here. Age and pronouns.
30. He and him.
Okay, pick a topic you disagree with.
All masculinity is toxic.
Okay, you're gonna need empirics to support your argument. Go ahead and make your argument.
I think, well, I believe there is some positive aspects of masculinity.
I need you to get closer to your mic. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Try it again.
Can you hear me now?
Better.
Okay. Yeah, I believe there is some positive aspects of masculinity based on the definition of masculinity is traits and characteristics that are associated with men.
Yeah, why?
And there is certain traits
Why?
and characteristics traditionally and culturally associated with men, such as having, for example, chivalry.
Why are they associated with men? Why? Why are they categorized? Why are they deemed
No,
masculine?
that's just the definition of.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm not denying that. I'm saying why are characteristics why are characteristics deemed masculine?
Well, it could be culturally
okay, but why?
Associated. Why?
Yeah.
Maybe through the process of evolution.
Oh, you think masculinity's always existed?
I think it's kind of slowly shaped men based on our hormones and
do
our
you think sex and gender are the same?
sex and gender.
Or do you think they're the same?
Well, I believe that people can change their genders, but you can't change their
I
sex.
asked you a very specific thing. Are sex and gender the same?
Sex and gender. What do you mean by that?
Very, that's straightforward as it gets. Are sex and gender the same thing?
Well, from a biological perspective,
Yes or no. Are sex and gender the same thing? Yes or no?
From a medical standpoint, yes.
All right, give me a source that sex and gender are the same.
Well, that's what we're assigned at birth.
Give me a source that sex and gender are the same.
Well, if you're an XX,
give me a source. I just want a source. I don't care about your feelings.
Well,
I said you're gonna need empirics. Give me a source that sex and gender are the same.
Your birth certificate.
Give me a
Look at your birth
source.
certificate.
I want a source.
Your birth certificate.
Source.
Your birth certificate
Give
is
me a
source.
source.
Look at your birth certificate.
Nope, that does not
If
qualify
you're
as a
born
source.
as a female,
I told
is
you from the jump, you're gonna need empirics, right? My birth certificate doesn't serve as empirics because one thing, we're not gonna review that together because I'm not showing you my birth certificate. Two, give me a study. I want to study. Give me a study that sex and gender are the fucking same.
Yeah, my birth certificate says.
So you have 3 times. Give me a source that a study that sex and gender are the same going once.
Well, I've given you my source.
Give me a study twice. Give me a study that sex and gender are the same going twice. Okay, I would leave 2. You just wanted to talk out your ass. I warned you from the beginning, you're gonna need empirics to support your argument. I don't know why you guys don't listen to that disclaimer and act shocked when I asked you for a source and then be like, I warn y'all motherfuckers, you're gonna need empirics. I don't do the whole, I don't let you talk and keep talking.
What's the one thing I hate the most, Ari?
Having to prove what you say. Agent pronouns.
Hello.
No, it's when people talk out their ass.
18, he, him.
Oh, I don't talk to teens. Goodbye. Agent pronouns.
Him.
Agent pronouns.
26, him.
Okay, pick a topic you disagree with.
Let's go with black people can't be racist.
Okay, no hypotheticals, no anecdotes, and if your only understanding of the topic is rooted in the dictionary, you're just not gonna do well here. Go ahead and make your argument.
Okay, so I just need a little bit of time to make a point. So basically, psychologically speaking, everyone has a bias, and that's going to be like the umbrella. And under a bias, there's things called a prejudice, and under prejudice are things called a stereotype. And these are all things that humans and humanoids possess. So if you're a human, right, you identify as human, you again are naturally biased, therefore you naturally have a prejudice, therefore you can subscribe to stereotypes. So to answer the question,
where are you getting that understanding from?
Where am I getting psychology understandings from?
Where are you getting that understanding of how racism works?
Oh, via stereotypes. It's the definition.
I just want the understanding of how, like, this is how racism works. Where did you get that from? I want a source.
You're saying you want me to source how racism works?
Yeah, like I would hope that you have a baseline of where that comes from and how racism works. If you're saying this is how it works, because
yes, the study of psychology.
Oh, great. There should be a source, because I have a study from psychology that says otherwise. But if you have other information,
okay. Yeah. So could you show, since you have your source on hand, could you?
You made the claim, so go ahead, prove what you're saying.
Okay. So again, I just want to know what is it that you want me to prove again?
Get your source that says that this is how racism works.
Okay, and I'm assuming it has to be like a .org, right? Like what type of source?
A study, a peer-reviewed study. Just go get it.
Okay, so yeah, right here.
Okay, what's the name of it?
It's the APA, so it's the American Psychological Association, and the title is "The Psychology of American Racism and How It Works, and How to Work Against It."
I love that source.
So yeah, it was published August 17th, 2020.
This is actually one of our favorite sources.
Yes, ma'am. Or yes, I should say. It literally says racism is often defined as disliking or mistreating others because of their race.
Hold on.
But that definition.
I'm gonna pull it up. I got you.
Yeah, no, I was gonna read.
We're gonna read it together. It's okay. Don't worry.
We're gonna read together.
We're gonna read together.
We're gonna read together. I got you. No, I'm with you on that. So this is the same thing. This is just the Stanford part of it because it's published by Stanford. So let's read that part together. So right here it says people often define. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just reading that a moment ago. Yeah, it says racism is often defined as disliking or mistreating others because of their race, but that definition has come under criticism. Racism is now a system of advantage based on a race fueled by everyone, whether they mean to or not. So it says fueled by everyone. It doesn't say a specific group. It says fueled by everyone, whether they mean to or not.
Stop ad-libbing and keep reading.
Yeah, read the whole thing.
Well, no, I just wanted.
No, you're ad-libbing. No, you're ad-libbing.
Context is critical.
Yeah.
Yes.
The context is
racism is now
directly what the paper says, not what you're adding.
Racism. Oh yeah. So the paper says racism is now a system of advantages.
This is the second time you're being told. Stop ad-libbing.
I'm reading it.
The source. No, you're ad-libbing.
It says racism is seen as a system of.
Hey. Let me help you. We have it up on the screen. Stop ad-libbing your own ideas and read it because we're reading.
Wait, do you want me to read the screen or my screen? Because I have my.
We want you to read the source because we have it on the screen. We're reading together. So that's why we know you're
but she has the Stanford host. You have a different sort of host.
This is the same shit. It was supported by Stanford.
Okay, so it says racism is now
the
seen
psychology
as a system
of American racism, and when you look at who helped write it, the Department of Psychology from Stanford University.
Okay, so it says racism is now seen as a system of advantage based on race fueled by everyone, whether they mean to or not, and whether they identify as racist or not.
What paper are you looking at fully? I just want to make sure.
And host, that's why I had asked that. Again, I'm reading the APA.
Okay. Yeah. APA what?
It's literally the second one. It's the second one that you're not clicking on.
The psychology of American racism.
Hold on, let me see.
Which is the same shit. So this is the same
Well,
shit that I just
well,
clicked
no.
on. That's right here. These are both the same shit, just different websites.
Well, no, my host, please. It says the psychology of American racism and how it works and how to work against it. So you gotta put the whole thing. I gave you the date
How to work
and everything.
against it.
It clearly cited the source.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's
Okay,
it. Yes.
So where's the paper? So the essay published by the
So,
American
yeah,
Psychology
that would be the
Association,
paper.
which is the paper that I was referencing, which is the same shit, The
Okay, and I'm reading the abstract.
The abstract doesn't tell you the methodology when I have the whole fucking paper right here.
Okay, and you read the whole effing paper?
Do you need to be told what an abstract is and what a empirical source is?
No, I'm reading
You're
the
an adult. You're
abstract
an adult,
of this.
correct? We don't read abstracts. Click the link and go to the source.
So when you're trying to check out a book, you don't
We
read
don't
like
read
the first page
abstracts
of the.
for
Oh yeah, you
sourced
don't read
information.
To understand the book, you don't get the whole understanding from the book from the fucking summary. You have to read the book.
But you get the gist of
No,
it.
you
That's the whole
don't. No,
thing,
you don't.
right?
There's a lot of context that's missed in the book. I can read you. I have several.
You just
books right
said
here.
yourself context is important, right? That's why you click the whole source, sir.
Like the context of that everyone can be racist.
Context of an abstract.
Like that context.
The
or-
abstracts do not. A lot of times when people try to read from abstracts, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. One, they don't know a lot of the limitations of studies. They don't know what the study's actually saying because you only read the context. Methodology is important. All the things important. So only reading the abstract does not tell you. Just like reading a fucking summary of a fucking book doesn't tell you the whole context of the fucking book. A lot of times, people misunderstand the summary, and then when they read the book, they're like, oh, yeah, because it's not enough information. You know what is enough information? The whole fucking paper. And you know what I fucking have? Because I read this shit? The whole fucking paper.
So you would know that it was published in 2020 and 2021 then, right?
2021, yes, and it talks about 7 factors that contribute to American racism. The thing that you keep skipping over is that it's a fucking hierarchy.
But we've never spoke about the hierarchy.
It's a
We can
hierarchy.
speak
So
about it.
within
the hierarchy is part of it.
The hierarchy is a huge fucking part of it, right? And if you actually looked at the fucking paper, right, and actually know what it talks about, it's a hierarchy that benefits white people. If you knew what you were talking about.
Okay, so can you use this same source to prove me wrong and of it saying that
Yeah, so
that marginalized groups cannot be racist?
What this also proves
Can you
is
do that?
is that your understanding of and your definition.
So you're not answering my question.
I'm talking.
But you're not
I'm
answering the
gonna
question.
talk now. What this proves, because it's a dodge, is you were asked, right, to provide a source that supports your claim. One, this talks. Shush.
Then
Shh.
me wrong.
Shush. Shh. I'm talking.
I don't want to hear the
So
monologue.
you're running. You're running. So
You're running.
you're running.
You have 3 times. Hey,
there it goes again.
stop unmuting.
There you go. Right? You don't want to let me talk because you don't know this fucking source. I actually read the whole source. Right? This source is like 40 fucking pages. Look at that. You know what you didn't fucking read? 40 fucking pages. Right? You have a fucking abstract where I have the source fucking document. Cool. Now that we're here, and this is published by the American Psychological Association. Can I zoom in? Oh, fuck. Give me a second. Actually, I can download this shit real quick so I can zoom in better. Oh, I don't know why I hit print. Give me a second. I need to download it. This is actually one of my favorite fucking papers because an op like yourself gave this paper to me. Oh, look, I already have it downloaded. Look at that. Let's bring that. Let's open that with Chrome. There you go. So now I can zoom in. There you go. Yeah. The American Psychological Association. Same fucking shit. And you know what I have more? The 40 fucking pages. Actually, it's 41. 41 fucking pages of the paper where it talks about that racism is a hierarchy. Right? That there are 7 factors that contribute to American racism. And all these things need to be addressed. Do people need to address their anti-blackness? Sure. But anti-blackness is not racism. Right? 1 factor, categories, which organizes people in distinct groups by promoting essentialist and normative reasoning. Right? That is the categorizations of race. Factions, which trigger in-group loyalty and intergroup competition, in-group and out-group dynamics. That is white people versus non-white people. Segregation, which hardens racist perceptions, performances, and beliefs through denial and intergroup contact. Great. So segregating non-white people from white people. Hierarchy, which emboldens people to think, feel, and behave in racist ways. Great. Maintaining the hierarchy, which prioritizes whiteness. Power. Holy fuck shit. Which legislates racism on both micro and macro levels. Holy fuck shit. Maintaining the power. Media, which legitimizes overrepresentative and idealized representations of white Americans while marginalizing and minimalizing people of color. Passivism, such as overlooking and denying the existence of racism, obscures this reality, encouraging others to do the same and allowing racism to fester and persist. Great. Now that we established, no, I'm still talking.
If you're lost, stop.
The important part here, he ran. The important part here is fucking hierarchy. You cannot be at the top of the ladder and be at the bottom of the ladder at the same fucking time. I don't care.
If you're lost, that was your own source saying that you claiming that black people can be racist is in fact racist.
Black people cannot maintain a hierarchy in which they are the bottom of. You fucking dumbass. Sorry, I said the word dumb. I'm trying.
This is why we read books and sources, not abstracts and summaries.
What? Like, part of a hierarchy is maintaining a control of resources and a monopoly on violence to disenfranchise other groups. Great. How the fuck am I going to control a monopoly of resources and monopoly on violence if I don't have those fucking resources to control? Hello? Are you okay?
I think you're just supposed to do it.
Yes, I'm gonna take the non-existent resources I have and just do shit with the air. I'm gonna hoard the air from white people.
No, Muhammad. It said currently. It's his own source. I don't understand that talking forever. It's because you don't understand that it takes a little while to read a 41-page source.
This source is in the Discord. This source is already in the Discord.
That's why we said it's our favorite. We've read it quite a few times because all of you read the fucking abstract and don't know what you're reading and then try to tell us it proves your point when it in fact proves our point and proves if you're white that you are super racist trying to accuse us of being racist to you. You also don't know what prejudice means. We have enough prior knowledge to stay the fuck away from you.
He said, but I have the abstract and nigga, I have 41 pages.
Have a summary. Well, I have the book.
Like what? That's like saying this summary of right here of one specific year in 1950 in Puerto Rico literally lays out the entire book of war against all Puerto Ricans.
focusing in on the everyone, but didn't read the rest of the sentence. It's like, just say you can't comprehend. Just say you can't comprehend what you're reading.
That shit cracks me up. I love doing that when someone gives me a source. I'm like, hey, what's the methodology? They're like, that's not necessary. I'm like, yes, it is. The fuck? What's the sample size? Hello?
18.
Spoke to 12 people in front of my apartment building about if black people can be racist, and they all said yes.
Joke's on you. I don't talk to anybody inside my apartment complex because I'm socially awkward.
On you, none of them read.
That's a possibly good point.
I'm trying, listen, chat, I'm trying not to get rid of these pants, but these are one of those pants that every time I move, these slits get bigger. And I'm like, but I love these pants. These are like one of my favorite capris.
Eventually, they just become shorts.
I was gonna say, just turn them into jorts.
No, I don't want them to be shorts. I want them to stay capris. That's the point.
I think they're gonna let you keep them as capris forever, Ari. I think they're just gonna turn themselves into jorts.
Like, it's not my fault.
I'm in a moral dilemma of my jorts.
It's not my fault. I got fucking thick ass thighs, and every time I sit down, the pants go. I'm like, y'all, fuck. Ari's new pants fun. Yo, do they? Because I got these are also like, you know how hard it is to find jeans, y'all. I got these from Fashion Nova years ago. I wonder if they still have these.
I love Fashion Nova.
Fashion Nova is the only pants I can wear because of the way my body is shaped. Because Fashion Nova understands curvature. Like other places don't understand curvature.
This is my book suggestion I'm going to put in the Discord. Inside the CIA's Secret War in Jamaica.
W.
The CIA has a 12-page unclassified document about the raid.
Yeah, the CIA told on themselves quite a while ago about how they tried to unalive Bob Marley. And the funniest thing is Bob Marley had no political affiliation.
Well, yeah, but it's the idea that he was inciting, you know.
I know, boss, you're doing the white man thing.
No,
Boss,
I'm not. I'm not talking to you about it.
I feel that, Mimi. When you find a pair that fits, you buy multiple. But jeans are expensive overall, so it's also hard to buy multiple pairs of jeans. Like, because these are actual jeans. Like, these are jean material. Right, this is not like, because I do have like fake jeans, I do have those, but these are actual jeans, right? And so I've had these for years. I don't even know the name of them anymore. I think they were supposed to be like mom capri jeans. I mean, I think that's just the thing that sucks about like having thick thighs and jeans with holes in them, because I love jeans with holes in them, but my thighs, they say no, we're gonna spill out of the holes. And I'm like, but I like the holes. But why you spill out the holes? Why? Why you do that? And that's what happened to all my jean pants. Because, you know, if you're a thick thigh girly or you're a thick thigh person, you know as soon as you sit down, them thighs pancake and good luck to your pants. Good luck. I don't do Old Navy because they don't look great on my butt. They make my butt look saggy. Look like I got booty do. Listen. I'm very particular about my pants. Very particular.
Uber particular. Ari, how do you feel about the album Purple Rain?
I never listened to it.
Oh.
Are you trying to prove you're black?
Oh, I'm listening. I'm playing this game right now.
Logic.
And the part of this game has a song that has a dedication to the song Purple Rain.
Everyone point and laugh at Logic. He's trying to prove he's black. I'm just kidding. White people don't do that. Asian pronouns.
He.
Age.
Oh, sure. Age and my bad. 18.
Oh, I don't talk to teens. All right, we might be ending soon because I'm actually overtime. We're actually 2 hours and a half in. I'm over here looking at capris.
What are Jean Capris called?
Capris?
Oh, is that it? It's just called Capris. I thought they had like a special word.
No, just capris. I'm just trying to see if I can find the same ones I have so I can replace them. Oh, because Fashion Nova's having BOGO! Did I just find them again? Is the sun shining down on me? I think I found the same ones. Okay, so like, here's how I know I think I found the same ones. Because the ones I had originally, so these originally, you know, all this used to be connected, you know, when my thighs didn't like ruin it. All this, you know, at some point used to be connected. It don't do that no more. But this all was connected at some point, like this in the middle. Right? That's not the case anymore because we got thick thighs. We are a thickums girly. One thing I've never been in my entire life since I hit puberty was smaller than a size 10 in terms of my fucking ass. Never. Even at my skinniest. Like when I was like 100 and I think the smallest I got when I was like, my friend called it I was like super insecure about my body weight. I'm gonna be honest. I was super insecure about my body weight and she called it my bird food diet because I was literally eating nothing but salads. I got down to 130 pounds. I look sick. Don't do that shit, guys. I looked fucking sick. I was like super insecure. I was in the gym heavy and we called it my bird food diet because I was literally eating nothing but fucking salads all the time. Don't do that shit, guys. I'm healed now since then, and I'm perfectly okay with how my body looks. That was in my earlier 20s, before I started unpacking Jesus. I really think my relationship with Christianity is like, and setting myself free from that is what like has liberated me from everything. It liberated me from my internalized fat phobia, internalized like all that stuff. Like once I disconnected from religion, bro, everything just like, oh, I don't hate myself as much anymore, you know? That's what happened. And so I was on a bird food diet, basically what we called it. And I got down to 130 pounds, but my ass was still a size 10. Shit's never been smaller than that. So I just...
They're God's favorites.
Yeah. I just have to accept that we are just a thick-thighed girly. We got a lot of junk in this trunk.
I got thick thighs.
You're just gonna rub it in, box?
You know what? No one asked you, Logic. No one asked you, Logic.
I'm just jealous.
I am.
He said y'all just jealous.
There. Yeah, I am. Now what?
I have hip dips, which is weird.
I also have hip dips.
I guess it's not common for men to have hip dips.
It's actually common for anyone to have hip dips. It's based on your parents. If one of your parents had hip dips, guess what?
Oh, then I guess that probably came from my mom because
You
she
know
definitely
what?
didn't come from my dad.
And W not having a fucking thigh gap. Because that is so pushed.
The thigh gap thing I never understood. What
It's
what
fat
is
phobia.
that?
It's fat phobia. Just fat phobia.
Fat phobia, white supremacy, pedophilia.
Oh, okay,
all
okay.
those
That's what I
things.
figured. It just I didn't know what that is. Like, what is it? Just the gap between your
The
legs?
obsession with childlike bodies, especially in women, and thinness connected to white supremacy, patriarchy. It also the same rhetoric is tied to the adultification of Black children and children of color who tend to be more full figured, quote unquote. And if a little Black girl has the smallest bits of hip, the smallest amount of thigh, now she's a grown woman.
I will say my style is changing though, where I a lot of the pants I want to wear now are just more like barrel jeans, like the bigger, because I just don't want the tight clothing anymore. I just don't. I think I need to block Noah for like right now as this conversation happens because he's gonna start doing his like ageism thing. I'm like, all right, here comes the Mary J. Blige of Ari coming out. Go away, Noah. Cover your ears. Don't listen to this. I think I was like, I'm hitting my 30s. I'm hitting into like, I don't want to wear tight clothes anymore. Like, I'm okay with the crop tops. Like, crop tops like this where like, oh, sorry. Where it's like loose. My bad. At least happy I have a fucking bra on today.
Oh, Ari
it's like
flashed this and I missed it.
By
Great.
accident. Y'all did not see
wish I
shit.
missed it.
Y'all did not see shit. Shh.
No, I actually didn't see shit, regrettably, because I was bending down cleaning something. Everyone else.
Y'all did not see shit. Shh, stop. I didn't know. Sorry, my bad. Like this is fine. Like, cause this is loose, right? This is loose. And the shirt I wore the other day was kind of cool. It was like a muscle shirt, so I'm okay with that. But it's more my pants. Like, I just don't want tight pants. Like, I'm really over the tight pants. Like, I really want to throw away all my skinny jeans. I really do. And I want more barrel, bigger jeans, flare jeans. Like, I want to throw away all my skinny jeans. Like, all of them. I just don't want them anymore.
Actually, Ari, since you brought up skinny jeans, I want to traumatize everyone who's a millennial and let you know that some of the very few millennial dances I know how to do are ableist. I did not know that the reject was you pretending to be in a wheelchair. And I found that out from a video. I was like, oh my God.
What is that one again? I forget.
Where you skip backwards.
Yeah, you gotta skip.
I thought that was the jerk.
Well, the dance is not called the that part of it is not called the jerk. Yeah. The whole dance is the jerk.
It's the entire thing from the choreography is called the jerk, but that one specific move that she's referring to is basically it's called the reject.
Because I would expect the cat daddy to be more like to be cosplaying that.
That one is also ableist.
Yeah, like that one, I would understand that one, but like I was like, wait, I thought that was the jerk.
Yep. The reject is part of the jerk, so yeah.
Well, I thought the jerk was just.
Everything's ableist.
See, maybe I'm just confused because I just thought the jerk was itself the skip backwards. I didn't know there was a second part to it.
The reject is the skip backwards part. The reject is the skip backwards.
But what's the second part of the jerk?
Hold on, let me break down the dance 1 second.
I'm super confused now.
I always knew it how Goody's explaining it.
I've never like I don't even know. I've heard of that, but I don't think I've actually ever seen it. I know the jerk. And I know this the jerk skips backwards, and I was actually proud of myself because I'm not coordinated at all like that, guys. I'm not. So when I finally learned how to do the jerk in my 20s, and I was so proud of myself.
The jerk part is when you get low and you move your knees in and out. The reject is the skipping backwards part.
That's what it was, yeah.
I thought that was like the cat dad. Oh my god, I'm confused.
No, the cat daddy is the forward.
Hold on. I'm looking this stuff up.
So when they're like,
what up, y'all? My name is Tweet. I don't want to know how to do it. I just want to know the dance.
Damn! You missed it!
No, I don't want to
part when they get low and they move their knees in and out. That's the reject is when you skip backward, the running man in reverse. That's the reject, and I'm doing it right now.
We can definitely see it.
Well, I think everyone's because this one says those names are interchangeable. So it's just the jerk is the same thing as that, just renamed.
Interesting. I've always known it as the reject because people always used like in school. There
are certain names depending on the region, or there are certain dances depending on the region that change the name of the dance move.
Okay.
I do know that depending on where you live, same dance move, different name.
Interesting.
And so what you guys know as that, I know it as the jerk.
That's funny. I wonder, is it
Because that was like from the era when you were like in Jersey. So I wonder if it's like an East Coast to West Coast thing.
Well, because we have a
Reason
different.
I came to
We have a different type of dance anyway. We have Jersey club dance. That's completely
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
the reason I came to understand that that part is the reject is because it was the people who made the dance that was the reject, because you're rejecting the running man. You're doing the running man in reverse. So that's why that part is the reject.
But that doesn't mean that
Now,
in
some
in
people,
a different area that we don't call it the jerk.
yeah. No, I was explaining why I was like, that part's the reject, this part is the jerk, because it was like they did an interview with the people who made the dance, and they were like, people were confused. They were like, I thought this part was the jerk, because when they say do the jerk, people started rejecting. So they were like, no, actually, that is the reject.
No,
The jerk is when you get low.
I just think it depends on the region you're in. Because I think people are using that interchangeably as like the dance itself is
Probably.
Yeah.
Because there's different versions of the Running Man, but they're all the Running Man.
Yeah, like that's why I'm saying, like the video, when the people who made the dance, they were explaining that actual dance, when you see do the jerk is the reject, is because regionally people were calling that part the jerk. And that's how I thought it was at first. I was like, yeah, it's a jerk. Do the jerk. And you'd see everybody start rejecting, but they were like, okay, that part is actually the reject. That's the only reason, is because of the people who made the dance. But I think it is regionally different. People call it different things.
Well, that's like
when I was
the percolator looks different in different regions too. Itself.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because I think in like Chicago, the percolator looks totally different than the percolator I grew up with, I think. I think that's one of them. Is that one of them? I think there's a major dance that looks like super different depending on the region you're in. I think it's the percolator. I don't remember.
When what's his name did it in his music video, people were like, "What the hell?"
Yeah. One dance I find is like the Tootsie Roll and the butterfly. People who just the same dance. The Tootsie Roll and the butterfly are actually different.
That was loud.
My bad.
This happens a lot with the butterfly and the Tootsie Roll. The butterfly and the Tootsie Roll are actually two different dances, but people use the term interchangeably.
All right, no,
really?
I just had to remind myself what the Hit Them Folks were. What do you mean about Hit Them Folks? Because I haven't seen that dance anywhere else to have a different name.
See, because I was confused, because Hit Them Folks was about like throwing up the forks because I was in Tennessee when I heard the dance. When people was like hit that folk, they were doing like a GD dance. So I was confused. I never learned that dance. I was like, well, I'm not gonna do that.
Age and pronoun. I was trying to leave, but we're still here talking about dance moves now. Age and pronouns.
Oops.
24. Him.
What year did you graduate?
Sure, you're
2019. Yeah, I know. I have a young voice. I'm 2019 is when I graduated high school.
Okay.
That
And
tracks.
what year were you born?
2001. I'm turning 25 in September.
Okay. Pick a topic you disagree with.
I don't think all masculinity is toxic.
Okay, you're gonna need empirics to support your argument. Go ahead.
Okay. Beards aren't toxic and beards are masculine.
Why are they deemed masculine?
Why are beards masculine?
Why are they deemed masculine?
Why are they deemed masculine?
Mm-hmm.
I guess traditionally associated with masculinity. I really wouldn't know.
I think that's important.
I know that they're traditionally. Huh? Why is this? Well, it's important because it's traditionally associated with masculinity.
Yeah, why? Why is that even necessary? Why do we even need to categorize it as masculine?
I mean, it just is.
Just saying it just is doesn't do anything here. I think it's relevant for us to know why.
Well, I would say
do you agree that gender is socially constructed?
Yeah.
Okay, so the masculinity is also a socially constructed word, and social constructs don't come out of nowhere, right? So why was this socially constructed, and why was this specific socially constructed label put on beards? Why is that necessary?
I would say that beards are just mostly associated with males, and so because of the way that masculinity was developed.
Okay, but males have always existed in terms of humanity, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, but men and gender hasn't always, and the gender binary hasn't always existed, correct?
disagree.
Okay, so where's your evidence of patriarchy existing outside, or the gender binary existing outside of a patriarchal construction?
They didn't have language for that.
Well, that's important.
Well, where's your argument for it being that?
I'm just
You
I
made the
asked
claim-
you.
you made the claim that it was.
I asked you, and you said yes. So now I'm gonna need you to substantiate that.
Well, I mean, it sounds like you already have a
Didn't have the
counterclaim.
language for patriarchy. How did they have the language for man?
The reason, okay, so that I would say that it was relegated because it was relegated to what our biology was because of the fact that they didn't.
But
have
our biology existed, sure. But you're saying that this gender binary has always existed. So I'm just need you to give me evidence of
the gender binary
the gender binary existing outside of a patriarchal construct.
The gender binary was created in response to our biology.
Okay, great. I'm just going to need evidence of it existing outside of a patriarchal construct.
But what does that do for the conversation?
Because I don't agree. I don't agree that it's always existed, right? But for you to make that argument, because you are, right, you're going to need to provide me evidence that this is just this natural thing that occurred due to our biology. And so our biology also existed within matriarchal societies too. Right? So if this is just natural thing that occurred, I would love for evidence to show that of patriarchy or this gender binary existing outside of a patriarchal construct.
Well, I would just say that because
I just want evidence. I just want empirical evidence. I don't care about like your.
Well, I'm not a professional. I'm also not a professional debater, and I'm not using my.
You don't have to be a professional debater.
But the thing is, okay,
I'm not
so
a
look,
professional debater either. But I do
well,
like us to not spread mis and disinformation. No, I'm not a professional debater. I just read books.
Okay, well, I can't. I can say that I can say this for sure. I can say that for the language that we have and what we developed, most languages today all have traces of feminine and masculine.
I don't give a flying fuck about that. That just
the reason why they were developed.
That can just be because again we developed a societal structure around that. That doesn't mean that was always the case. You argue that this was always the case,
but you argue that it's not.
So I didn't make that. I said I just don't agree with you. Right? I haven't made an argument yet. I just said I don't agree with you.
Make
so
that
I
argument?
just no, because we're here, right, to investigate yours. So
okay, so the investigation.
I just need you to substantiate what you said.
The reason why I even brought up that specific point, like I feel like I didn't even mean to go down into this history of what
it's relevant.
I just know what masculinity is, and beards are just closely associated.
Okay, and so cool. Why? And so then we get back to the history of it, which you're gonna need to know for this argument.
The history of beards being associated with masculinity.
Why are certain things categorized as masculine in the first place? And then you said this is always the case, and this just happened naturally.
Well, that's not what I was trying to say. What I was trying to say.
So if you have a sound argument, let me just tell you this, right? Because you seem like you're trying to dodge it. If you have
I'm not. I'm trying.
Hold on. I'm gonna explain to you why I'm giving you this line of questioning, right? If you have a sound argument, it should be able to stand up to scrutiny. So what I'm doing right now is I'm investigating your argument, right? And so being able to plug in to certain questions being asked around your argument, right? You should be able to do, right? And so you should be able to answer these questions for the most part, right? What you're doing is like, well, here's my main point. Stay on that. I'm like, cool, I'm on your pain point, but now I'm investigating it down to the nitty gritty, right? And so you're not being able to answer that. So it is also okay to concede that you just don't have enough information to fully ground your point.
Okay, so for the information that I do have, I can say for sure that beards were developed, or the beards were viewed as masculine because of the traditional association of beards with masculinity.
Okay.
Whether or not it was tied to the original ways that humans lived or not, I don't have enough information to conclude whether or not that's the way.
You're still not debunking the point, and which is why I'm getting down to your nitty gritty, right? Because do you believe oppression to be toxic?
Yes.
Okay, great. So and I'm just gonna give it to you because you are struggling here, is the whole point of the topic is to debunk this liberal framing of masculinity, like there's such thing as toxic masculinity or toxic masculinity versus non-toxic masculinity, when all masculinity does is support a patriarchal construct, right? And so that's why I specifically asked you of masculinity existing outside of a gender binary established by patriarchy, right? Because patriarchy is an oppressive structure that subjugates non-men. It puts men in a hierarchy and gives them advantages that disenfranchises non-men. So for it to not be toxic and not to stand to identify the in-group, it would have to exist, right, outside of a patriarchal construct. And that's why I'm asking you for evidence, because I don't have evidence of that. And so if you do, that would be cool, but you can't. All you're saying is that this is categorized as masculine. Okay, cool. I understand that. Why? And from what my understanding, it exists to categorize certain things to be able to identify the privileged group, to grant them privileges. That's how sociology works. So you just saying this thing is masculine because it is doesn't do anything here.
Well, I didn't mean to say this thing is masculine is because it is. I think that's pretty reductionist of what I was trying to make my argument. What I was trying to with first, no, that was I didn't get the chance to really flesh it out because I do keep getting interrupted in that regard when I did try to at least elaborate a little bit on that.
I need you to be concise.
But I know you want me to land a plane in a specific way, and I get you.
No,
I don't want
it to be in a specific way. I need you to be more succinct with your words. You don't get paid per word. So I'm not a
perfect person. I'm not perfect.
I'm not asking you to be perfect. I just want you to land it. I just
I'm trying to
quickly. Okay, so then land it quickly.
This is a really complex conversation. So if I can't land, excuse me if I can't land it as quickly as you can.
And that's why I asked you questions. I just asked you questions to hurry up and get us to the point.
Okay. In response to that, I understand that the privileged group that we categorize the beard as masculine in response to identifying the privileged group. That is understandable. I get that point, right? Mm-hmm. What I am saying here is that simply growing out of beard, whether or not we are identifying the person with the beard as the person that is a part of the privileged group, the fact that they have a beard is not the thing that makes whatever they have not masculine, toxic. That it's still masculine. It does not make it toxic.
It does
because it just grows.
The
reason
masculine. You haven't debunked that. You're just saying
that was the no. That was what
you're using a whole bunch of words to say "nah," and instead of actually debunking it, because again, you haven't separated out. Again, you would have to. Again, this is why I asked you for the evidence of, and if you can provide it, that would be fantastic. Of separating masculinity from oppression. That's what you would need to do. You would need to show me masculinity existing outside of an oppressive construct. Because if not, then it only exists for the purposes of oppression and identifying the oppressive person. So I just need that evidence.
You reduce my argument to that of nuh-uh. I would love for you to actually steel man my argument so that I could finally see what you understand about what I'm trying to say to you. Because I don't really understand what you're getting from what I'm saying.
Yeah, for me, all you said was nuh-uh. Because you didn't provide any.
Okay,
you
say
didn't
the argument. Say the argument, please.
I need you to take a breath. You didn't provide. Shh. For me, all you're saying is nuh-uh because you're not substantiating anything. You're not providing any evidence, right? You're just trying to act as though you can separate masculinity from oppressorship. And that's cool. That's fine. I need evidence of that. So that's why, to me, it's a giant nuh-uh unless you can provide me evidence of it existing outside of oppressorship.
I'm not saying nuh-uh because I'm trying to... I already agreed with you that the idea of masculinity cannot be separated outside of oppressorship. Okay, however, great. There are... Wait! Can you please let me land the... You see how I was about to land the plane and you just said, okay.
That's just me saying, okay, great. That's it.
But no, you were about to cut me off and then start on the tangent.
No, I wasn't. I just said, okay, great. Because that's really the end of the conversation then. That's a concession to me. So anything else?
That's not a concession because I couldn't land the rest of the plane.
That's the point.
Oh my God, bro.
That's the point.
This is such a disingenuous discussion.
Sorry.
You
are... Sorry. Your crash out was kind of funny. Sorry.
Crying that's funny to me.
Yeah,
I think it's just
think the
Excuse me if I
issue
have
is
feelings. I'm sorry I have feelings. My bad.
I'm
I
not.
have feelings.
I'm not saying you. It's not
Oh, my
allowed.
bad.
You're
I have
not
feelings
allowed.
too.
I'm not saying you're not allowed to have feelings. I'm just saying your crash out's kind of funny.
That's
Oh
old
yeah,
bag
laugh
pack.
at
It's
my
full of
feelings.
trash.
Hey, thank you.
I don't. I
I'm
mean,
gonna throw it trash.
are you
Bag.
are you a man?
Yeah, I'm a man.
Yeah, I don't care for like coddling men's feelings. So like,
You don't
I
have
really
to coddle
do.
my
So
feelings, but
yeah,
excuse me if I
okay.
have feelings.
I'm not
Like,
saying it's. I'm not.
cry.
Yeah, I
It
don't
actually
care. Hold on, Goody.
enrages
Hold
me.
on.
I'm
Hold
not
on,
talking
Goody.
about you though.
Hold on.
You just
Like
called.
it's
Someone just said I
know
was
what?
whining.
Know what you are whining.
Okay, all right,
But
cool,
I'm
great,
just
thank you.
like so like the fact that the whole point of the conversation and why I'm saying it's a concession already, it's because that is the whole point. Like, and you already agree because you deem oppressorship toxic. So then masculinity does exist for the purposes of oppression, and so then that's the end of the conversation. So it is toxic because it
Well, okay,
does
so
the
the
same
branch
thing.
from that is that it doesn't only exist for the purposes of oppression. It's just
So then
sometimes
you're
expression.
gonna need to then do as I asked you then, and then provide evidence of existing outside of oppression.
Okay, existing outside of oppression is very hard because you're going to move the goalpost by
It's
saying
not.
that this is
I've been asking you this whole time. That's the thing I've been
okay,
asking
okay,
from
okay,
jump.
okay, okay,
So
okay,
provide me
okay.
evidence of it existing outside of oppressorship.
Just growing a beard.
No, you still have not provided. I need a source.
The evidence that people grew beards.
You're going to need.
Can I ask you a question?
No, Goody. You're gonna need to provide me evidence of masculinity in the gender binary existing outside of a patriarchal construct. And let me be very succinct with you, right? There are things that need to be met for a gender binary to be present, right? Now, I will tell you, yeah, sure, there are things that we have now today categorized as masculine, right, and feminine that are jobs typically associated with things people would do based on their anatomy, i.e. like breastfeeding, right? Breastfeeding is seen as a feminine performance. And so were women breastfeeding in matriarchal societies? Sure. However, that is not evidence of a gender binary, even though they were doing that role, right? That's only because they happen to be doing it. That does not dictate a gender binary, right? We're talking about performances within a binary, that these set of performances. I don't care if you call these Apple performances and they just had a different language, but the context is still the same, right? And these are Orange's performances, but that's what dictates a gender binary, and that these people are relegated to only these performances, right? You're going to need to show me evidence of those binary performances existing within outside of a patriarchal construct, right? That's how you prove to me that masculinity does not only exist for the purposes of oppression. You saying, oh, people just growing beards, cool, yeah, I agree that people grew beards outside of patriarchal societies. That does not mean that was deemed masculine within those societies.
Okay, wait, so are you saying that they weren't deemed masculine in societies though?
I'm saying I haven't seen evidence of that.
So you're
hold
making a
on,
claim.
I'm explaining to you. We as a society have got to categorize things as masculine. Just like, is your only contention up here masculinity?
Yes.
Okay, so you believe black people can't be racist?
Yep.
Okay, do you believe race has always existed?
No.
Okay, so then you can understand, like, when race do you know when race started?
Probably around like the 1800s, 1600s. I don't know.
It started we first see the foundations of it in 1450, right?
Yeah.
Right. Do you believe that there were people with lack of melanation before 1450?
Yeah.
Okay, but were there white people before 1450?
Not in those words.
No, exactly. Those people did not exist because that categorization did not exist. People with lack of melanation existed, but those categories didn't exist, right? That is a specific socio-political label, right? And so what I'm saying is that, yes, certain people were doing certain things, sure, right? But that doesn't mean masculinity existed. People growing beards, sure. That does not mean it was categorized as masculine. Being categorized as masculine is a very specific thing.
Okay, so I would have to find a specific matriarchal society or non-patriarchal society, whereas the men of that society wore beards and they deemed those beards to be masculine.
You would
For
need to
you to
find
believe.
me. You would need to find me evidence of a society outside of patriarchy that had a gender binary.
So a non-patriarchal society that had a group of, I can't just say outside of a gender binary because obviously there are people who have had multiple genders and men and women were still part of those.
No,
systems.
those
I
were
mean, it
not
wasn't.
those were not gender binaries. Now we take, and so even anthropologists have acknowledged that we've taken our understanding of gender and we've put it on societies, and now they're retracting a lot of things that they've said. Like modern anthropologists have acknowledged that. So just because there are people within that society that we deem to be woman and man doesn't mean they have those concepts of woman man, because woman and man are concepts of a gender binary. So that does not mean that society actually had a concept of gender binary. If their society was a gender spectrum, then it was not a gender binary, and so there was no concept of man and woman, because man and woman are specific boxes.
So wait, hold on.
So very similarly to like whiteness, right? Like those people were not white, even though lack of melanated people existed. Those people were not white because that did not exist to put those people in that category of box.
Right, I get you, but wait, are you saying that even in societies that existed with the gender spectrum, within the gender spectrum, you're saying that in those specific societies that nobody really identified as man as we know it today?
Yeah.
That's your claim.
That's not my claim. That's the evidence I have, unless you have evidence that prove otherwise.
Okay, what is your evidence? Now you have to give
I
evidence.
just don't have evidence that proves otherwise. I've only seen.
So I
evidence.
have to take your word for it?
I'm just saying I don't have evidence. You're the one. You're the one that's
You're
saying
asking the whole for evidence, and you haven't provided any evidence.
Okay, well, no, but you made a claim.
I did not make the claim. I'm saying I don't have evidence of that. Only evidence I have, right, is within a patriarchal construct of this gender binary. Now,
So
if you want, sure, I have a whole fucking book that talks about when God was a woman, which talks about the rise of patriarchy due to the Abrahamic religions, right? And this is the only things I have, which talk about that even prior to the rise of patriarchy, they didn't even have gendered terms because most societies lived in a gendered spectrum, right? There was no need for the word goddess because everyone was a god and language was gender neutral because there was no need for gender binary terms like masculine, feminine, she, he, queen, king, god, goddess. Those are specific gender binary terms. That language didn't exist because it wasn't necessary. So there was no masculinity because that's specific to a gender binary. However, you're saying this has existed. So I need your evidence.
well, then I would have to come back and then
Okay.
I'll do my research and then come back.
Do that.
Okay, fine. I'll come back. I just have to, I'll drop down, but I'll come back.
Mhm.
Oh, if you're still on.
I'm sorry. His crash
No,
out
you're
was
fine.
funny. His crash out was funny.
It was hilarious. It was a crying. I can't. You know how I feel about
I'm sorry.
soft-handed men.
I was like, usually with the crash outs, I'm like, I'm ready to play the Dane and Tiger, but with his crash out, I'm like,
It was pretty funny.
It was hilarious.
oh my
Now,
god.
also, what happens?
I will also
what-
take it. It's probably coded in a level of infantilization because of his voice, and that's on me. I need to unpack that because it did feel like a toddler was throwing a tantrum at me. That's why I wanted to laugh. I'm sorry. I need to work on it. I'll unpack it. I swear I'll unpack it because I was a grown adult and I'm over here like a toddler's yelling at me.
See,
I'm
everyone else thought it
sorry.
was a child too.
I'm
I felt like I was
sorry.
being scolded by a child.
I'm
He was like,
gonna unpack it,
"You're
guys.
not accepting what I say."
I'm gonna unpack it. I'm gonna unpack it. I swear, guys. I'll work on it.
I swear I'll unpack it too. But I just want to know if beards are a trait of being a man. How are women and people who are not deemed to be men treated when they have a beard?
Well, that's what I'm saying. But there was already a concession, so like they acknowledge it's for the identification of the oppressor group, but then now they're saying it doesn't only exist for the purpose of oppression. Okay, so then again, you're going to need to provide me evidence of it existing outside of a patriarchal construct.
Shit, not even women and non-men. How are men treated if they can't grow a beard or grow a patchy beard?
Oh, patchy beards are... Oof. I'm not a fan of facial hair. I'm just not. And so, like, anybody with facial hair, like, I only make certain exceptions with facial hair. Like, very, very minimal. Like, you have to look hella fucking good with facial hair for me. Like, okay.
I was we were in Discord after Dream bombed our debate. I was explaining to him that goatees are ugly and that his was crooked.
Yeah.
It is. I took a zoomed in picture of his Discord photo to show him that it's crooked. And I said, the reason I hate goatees is actually pretty simple. You don't need a border for your mouth like that. Just disconnect it. I just don't. I hate goatees so much. Very rarely do I see a goatee I like. I literally hate them.
Okay, guys.
That's my dad is doing biscuits right in front of me.
Oh my gosh. I think we're going to call it here because we are hitting the 3-hour mark. And I got to go grocery shopping. I got to go do my 7 duties according to the patriarchy. Just kidding. I'm a fucking adult and I got to feed me and my dogs. So we got to head out. I got to go grocery shopping. What do you mean no, Jazz? Listen, Jazz, I stayed on an extra hour specifically for you. Okay? Yeah, for you. Because you said, oh, I just got here, guys. I'm sorry I'm late. So I was like, let me stay on a little bit later for Jazz. And now Jazz is yelling at me, no. I have to go grocery shopping. Are you going to go grocery shopping for me, Jazz? Yeah, thought so.
If anyone wants Ari to stay longer, you should all pay for a food delivery service to bring Ari's groceries to her so that she can stay home and stay on live with us.
I really do.
Instacart.
I really do hate Instacart. You know why? Because they never get the fresh fruit. Even though I'm not even picking fruit lately because, everything's poisoned and we're all going to die. They're trying.
You must also provide extra money for a tip so that the shopper will pick good fruit if Ari wants fruit.
I have not had fruit in months because of how they're trying to kill us through our fruit and vegetables. Which is so sad because I always get fresh fruit. They said 60 to stay. What? That's not how much my groceries cost.
You're gonna have to do better than 60.
Where I live, because of inflation, I'm spending around like 70, 80 a grocery trip now. I used to keep my grocery list down to $50. I used to try to, but now I can't. Inflation! And they're trying to poison us.
The poison, the war in Iran, all of it has made the groceries go up.
Yeah. But I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I will see you guys back on Monday for our regularly scheduled lives. Till then, stay dangerous, my friends. Bye.
Tsunami said 260. Right now, she stay on right now. Send 260 right now. Send 260 right now. Do it right now. Do it right now. Bye. Jeffrey.
YouTube. YouTube. Go to YouTube. Go to Jeff's YouTube. Go to YouTube real quick before we end. Go to fucking Jeff's YouTube. Say Ari Raid in Jeff's YouTube. Ari Raid on Jeff's YouTube. Okay? Raid Jeff. Go to Jeff. Go to End of Species. Go hang out with Jeff. Go say hi, Theo Jeff. Hello, Theo Jefe. All right. I'll see you guys over there. I love you guys so much. Bye.